Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Top Deck Heroes. As you can see, we're doing something a little different tonight. We're getting ready to play our first board game together as a team. Tonight we have our wonderful regular hosts. We have Jesse Cervini. We have Kevin Broberg.
Hey.
And then we have Tim Keefe.
Hello.
Gentlemen, welcome to our playthrough of the Cowboy Bebop board game Boogie. This is from Jasco Games. It was released in 2019, if I remember correctly. MSRP is $39.99. Rochester CCG price is $30. Tonight's game master is going to be Tim Keefe. He is the one responsible for knowing the rules and guiding us through this game. Make
It's always
sure.
dangerous.
There's a known phenomenon called the Tim rule.
Tell us about the Tim rule, Kevin.
It's just where you have an important rule that would have
I pretty much always miss like
would have
one
counteracted
somewhere.
Tim's entire strategy, and he just conveniently omitted it.
Well, fortunately, I don't think that'll make for a bad time for anybody tonight. This is a cooperative card game, board game rather. Tim, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're trying to do in this game?
Yeah, so in the Cowboy Bebop board game, each character has two what they call sessions. Those are basically part of the character's plot line. And the goal of the game is for each character to complete both their sessions. Once everybody's completed both their sessions, you win. Each character must complete their first session before anyone can do their second one. You need to get through like the first 18 episodes of the series before you can do the last 6. So we're going to be trying to do that, and working against us is going to be our supplies. We have food that we need to be able to continue eating, and we have fuel that we're going to use to move around, and money that we're going to be used mainly, I assume, to purchase food and fuel, and maybe do some other things.
So it's kind of like on the show where they're always out of money and they're always broke.
Yeah, so if we run out of food, we lose. Our food will slowly be drained by this event deck. Where each turn someone's going to flip the top card of the event deck. Some of them are going to make us lose food. Some of them are going to make the bounties closer to escaping. And the bounties are going to be our source of income. So we need to catch bounties to make money. We need money to pay for food. We need food to not lose so that we can complete our sessions.
Okay, I'm going to switch to the top camera view, and then Tim, why don't you kind of tell us what is going on here on the game board?
All right, so the game board for Bebop, we have our 5 sectors rather. Each sector has 4 locations. They're all the same. Each sector has a bar. Each sector has an urban area with, well, not urban area, but like a merchant, a shop, basically.
A shop, yeah.
Shop, that's what it's called. They each have a space station. Each have some sort of contact that can give us information. The shop and the spaceport are simple enough. You spend money, you get food, or you get fuel. The bar is going to let us rest and get all our cards back. We each start with 8 cards in our hand, and that's going to be the main thing we spend for doing actions and chasing things down and all that. The contact is what we use to get leads, and we need leads to catch the bounties. So each bounty requires us to have a set... Yep, the contacts are over there. Each bounty requires us to have a set of matching leads. So for instance, the sector would be one of the sectors, the location is one of the 4 locations, and the terrain is these colors. So if we wanted to catch a bounty here, we would need to have Mars, we would need to have the shop, and we would need to have a blue or a yellow. And this is we're sharing as a team. So we're trying to build up our set of leads so we can catch the bounty. But the bounty has to match where we're trying to catch them, and each one has a location. So Rint here was last seen at a bar, and so was Gren. So we're going to be very interested in catching bounties at bars. And Mad Pro over here was last seen on Mars. But even though we're starting at Mars, since we don't have any leads, we can't really do anything about that. And we may or may not be able to catch him because we have 3 of the 4 characters. We are choosing to play without Spike. We are just the everyone else squad, and Spike has most of the red cards. And Mad Pro needs a bunch of those. So we might have trouble catching him, but
we got a dog.
We do have Ein. We're going to say Ed and Ein a lot instead of one or the other.
Yeah,
we're just so used to that.
Very good. So at the end of the night, we're going to be grading, our heroes are going to be grading the board game based on 5 criteria. The first being the physical quality and presentation regarding the value for money. Do you get a quality game for the money that it costs? We're going to rate it on how easy it was to set up and learn the rules. We're going to grade the experience of the game. Was it actually fun to play? That's been a problem with some games before. We're going to talk about the social components of the game. Did you have fun interacting with each other? And lastly, replayability. Would you buy this game and play it again? It'll be a 10 points system for each of those criteria with a maximum score of a perfect game, if one exists, of 50 points. Does that make sense, gentlemen?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
All right, with that in mind, go nuts, have fun.
Yeah, so I guess I'm just going to arbitrarily, let's just have Kevin go first, just to
Sure.
say it.
So I'll draw an event first, right?
Yeah, so I think before we start, we should work out what our objective is going to be to start off here.
I'll just be like on the show and don't communicate at all.
Yeah, so we each start at the beginning of the game with a full grip of cards. This might be the only time we all have a full grip of cards, and
Likely.
in order to complete sessions, you need a whole bunch of cards. Now, the nice thing is that other players in the same sectors, you can spend cards to help out. So we as a group can probably complete one of these sessions very early on, and then sort of go from there. So my first session requires us to be at the belt. What is yours?
Spaceport on Earth.
Spaceport on Earth.
I like to shop on Earth.
Shop on Earth. So we probably want to get to Earth probably relatively early and try to complete one or both of those sessions.
Yep.
Before we start getting thin on resources and start to have to figure stuff out and rest at bars and stuff to get our resources back and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So on each turn, you draw an event card and then you get 3 actions.
Yep.
Actions are moving within the sector, is just spend an action, move somewhere. You can move the Bebop for fuel to any other sector. You can pick up 2 cards for an action that you've spent. And it is also an action to start a bounty hunt or a session. Bounty hunts, just like sessions, you have to spend a bunch of cards to catch the thing, but you also need to have the leads and be in the right place. In exchange, they take less cards.
Yeah. And to note, when you're doing the pickup from the rest, you're picking up your oldest cards that are in your discard. So you're picking up the bottom. You're drawing from the bottom.
Yeah.
It's the best way to describe it if you're discarding from a pile.
Yeah, and we do also need to get some money at some point.
Yeah. So
I think we probably definitely want to get who's
Like-
this guy?
so rent's worth 3,000. So the bounties are
And
misleading.
2 food.
We are not going to get
Oh.
1.2 million woolongs for catching this guy. We are going to destroy a lot of stuff, as they always do on Bebop, and only have 3,000 left after expenses.
Yeah, so I like.
So
Who
he's
knows
not
that
bad.
much
It's just
for two.
two
It's effectively
piloting
5,000, right?
Yeah.
We just have to find him.
Yeah. So
And yeah, I definitely think we probably don't want Perot, but also draw 2 cards back. Like that's a full action for all of us, right?
all right. So each character does have special abilities, and Jet does have an ability that would allow me to pick up someone and move the Bebop in sort of one action. So if you wanted to, if we're going clockwise, if you wanted to like hit up the contact here, then on my turn when we need to go to Earth, we could just do that. So it is 2 actions, I guess, to go somewhere and activate the thing. So
Yeah.
You won't,
And
so
then
you might even
I can
just
move somewhere else after
Off
that.
ship,
Yeah,
activate, off ship, location. There, yeah.
yeah. We do also have access to zip crafts, which let us move around somewhat inefficiently, but very freely. We'll talk about that when one of us wants to actually get in one.
I'm curious. So they're in the hangar right now. Is that just
That's
in-
hangar
with
on the
Bebop?
Bebop.
Okay.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
So you have to take an action to go from there to the
Yeah, you
hangar.
basically like replace Jet
Yeah.
with his spacecraft, and now
And
you
then I
can't
can
use
zoom
the
around.
normal movement
Yeah.
actions until you
Yeah.
get off the zip craft.
So I could do is step out of the ship, go interact with somewhere, and then get on my zip craft.
Yes, you could.
But first of all, event card, right?
Yes.
Event
First
card.
things
All right,
first.
Lynn. Whoa.
So what's in the black box? So the black box at the
spend
top.
1 food.
Spend 1 food. All right.
Uh-oh.
That's
We-
rough.
Alright.
And then either I can get shot by a tranquilizer dart and fall asleep by discarding 3 random cards, or I can
Oh,
discard 2 combat to draw a lead, and I have 2 combat. So let's do
Yeah,
that one.
let's do that. And you get to pick which of these leads you want.
I think we have 2 people we need to find at bars, right?
Yes.
So let's look for a
Let's
bar.
start looking for a bar. Yep.
Ugh. Wait, throw. Oh yeah, contact. Yeah.
Contact. Okay. All right. So you've spent your 2, so we resolve the event card. I'm just gonna tuck these over here.
And so, should I go fishing for? Do we want to get more fuel or food with some of our Wulong? Because I can do that more efficiently.
Yeah.
And then
Faye
presumably you guys
is
can make
very
use of
good
that.
at sort of
Shopping.
spending money and getting things.
Yeah. Yeah, a bunch of purple cards. I can turn one of them basically into an extra $1,000 if we want to do either of those.
Wulongs.
That was a
Double dollars.
Nope,
Yeah.
wrong show.
I'm not sure. We are going to need, just looking at our sessions, we are going to need quite a bit of fuel just to do our
Yeah.
sessions, let alone to move around. Obviously, we'll need food to survive, so kind of half, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. We'll probably be getting both in some quantity at some point. So.
All right. I think right now it's I think we should be fishing. I think we should be fishing for more leads. I think
All right, I'm down.
Yeah,
I think
I
that's
assume
Actually, maybe we just fish for a lead here and then
and then you'll get a
we
scoop
just
up.
drive away to
Yeah, we head to Earth from there.
Works for
We
me.
have-
All right,
Because
so
we got to get to Earth to do a lot of our stuff.
Faye, and then I talk to question mark.
Alright, so that's an action. So you're going to draw one of those contact cards.
Yep.
When we use a place, it gets marked as used. This cannot be used again until we've used all 5 contacts on each planet. So if we don't keep moving around, we're eventually going to run out of our abilities.
So we can either spend $1,000 double dollars to draw a lead, or I can
Wulongs.
discard 2 investigation. So is that
You can.
what's
do
an
what?
investigation? Oh, is that just one of
that's
the colors?
yeah, it's the purple.
Well, I got a bunch of those.
2 investigation for 2 leads from any dex. Yeah, I mean, you're already 2 cards down, so you might be heading to a bar earlier than the rest of us anyway.
Yeah, and also I can do bars for cheap too. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's actually it's definitely
Oh yeah.
like $1,000 is a bar. So
Yeah.
I think I want to keep. Do I want to keep a pilot or a hacking? Because I have 2
Double
split
yeah,
investigations.
splits. I
I'm
mean,
gonna say pilot.
pilot.
Yeah. I don't have hella pilot cards, so I'll discard 2 investigations.
Yep.
And draw 2 leads.
Right.
Do I just take one of the ones we don't have, or should I take another location?
Let's see another location because we still want. Ideally, we'll just draw a bar, not have to.
Now, do you
worry
think
about it.
Choose both first, or
Let's
take a
do
look.
one at a time.
All right.
Space station.
and then
That's unfortunate.
that's
Sector.
sure sector.
Maybe we get Earth at least. No. Okay.
By Joe.
We're not getting good information here.
All right.
All right, and so I don't know if my. Oh, actually, so if you're gonna fly us away, you can.
I could fly us away. If you spend your last action moving, then if
I
I
could
fly
run
you
us
away,
somewhere.
I won't accomplish anything anyway.
I was thinking I could rest.
You could do that instead, yeah.
I think that makes sense.
Okay.
Yep.
Just get the combat back, sure.
All right.
Okay, so for my turn, I get this event. Spend 1 food. Discard 1 piloting to immediately enter my zip craft or move the Bebop, even if it's in a different move to the Bebop, even if it's in a different sector, or return all cards with combat skills to your hand. Okay, these are both good things that we could use. So I can discard. I don't want to do either of these things though. I'm already on the Bebop. All right. Well, I'm gonna pick up all the cards to my hand.
All right.
I got us nowhere. All right. So I'm gonna use Jet Special Ability Efficient Pilot. So for one of my actions, I get to fly the Bebop without spending fuel, and before I fly, I get to pick up a character.
Yeah.
The question is, do we? Yeah, we still want to do some sessions on Earth, even if we don't.
If we go to Jove, we already have 1 clue for that.
Oh, try to get a.
Yeah, if we're just gonna get a bounty.
Yeah, we still don't have the
Because we do
fun
need money at some point.
Yeah.
Money's for chumps, guys. Starve.
So if we go here and then I dig up the contact, then I use my jet things to see if we can actually get, because we would need a bar. We would need exactly a bar.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I can do one of my actions. I discard a lead, and draw 2 from any one deck and replace it.
Okay,
So I
you
can
want me to-
dig.
So
I can dig.
I could hunt the terrain instead.
Yeah.
All right, and what? Oh, Drovian's because we have the planet. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Since we're not planet restricted yet.
Yeah. So
we can,
so we'll get to Earth. We'll get to these sessions later. We want to just get some money in the bank.
Yeah.
So for my second action, I'll hop off here. I'll investigate our contact here. Jet has an ability called Well Connected. After drawing a contact, if I hate it, I can just draw a second one by discarding an investigation.
Would you say he has police connections?
Yeah. Fortune Teller, we can discard an investigation, draw a lead. I can also discard an investigation, draw another card. Or discard 2 combat to draw 2 leads from any decks. Okay, so most of these are going to be like this.
Do you have 2 combat? Oh, Jesse doesn't have 2 combat.
No, I have 1.
Okay.
I do not fight. I have I've stink gas, man. That's all I got.
Well, if I have to discard like 2 hacking or 2 piloting, I won't be able to do that. So I'll go ahead.
We can always do. If we ever need to, we can always put
Yeah,
I near the bottom of the deck.
If we're in a jam. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead and discard the 2 combat. I might end up resting.
Okay.
So we're gonna get 2 leads from any decks.
Yep.
Tuck that away. So we're looking for what's the bar here? Yellow or purple?
Yellow.
So that is desert or urban is the flavoring here. It's like an urban desert area.
Ruins.
And ruins. Okay, we're really bad at this. Okay.
Okay.
That's unfortunate. I still have 1 more action left. I'm gonna prepare to get us some food, I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the store so that by the time my next turn comes around, we might need to buy food in a pinch. So.
Okay. Over to me. I guess is the next play.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Event card.
Event card. Spend 1 food, but I don't have to.
You could spend what instead?
Oh.
You could spend an investigation
Are you
instead.
sure we spend that unconditionally, or isn't that the failure case?
No, the top one's an unconditional. That's
Okay.
what moves the game along.
Okay.
So I can. I think I want to kind of protect our food a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a. Actually, let's do this one so I can pick that back up easier. All right, net dive. Discard 2 hacking to move all bounties back a space. Doesn't really matter. Or draw all cards from your for your tableau. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just cycle.
I don't get the good events when we're like backed into a corner, but I guess I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think right now, my first action. I definitely should do net dive.
Yep.
To like discard. Probably just try to make either discard this or this and try to get us to a bar, or try to get us to one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna discard. Let's just discard my singular. And we're going to. Does anything need a spaceport? Like, or none of our things. All right, so
Yeah, we could.
Or
it
discard
doesn't
this
matter
one.
what we use. For
discard this one.
Yep.
Draw these 2. Shop. And contact. All right. Well,
Might as well put the shop. Yeah.
I'll put a shop. That doesn't get us any step further. Let's see. I'm trying to think what we can do here because we can't exist on the same thing. We don't need fuel.
Uh-oh, Tim's looking for the rules.
I just want to see if there's anything stopping us from doing the same action multiple times. No, you can. It says explicitly you can perform the same action multiple times.
Well, guess what?
We just want to go digging.
We want to go digging. We want to try to get something on the board here, so just
Alright,
discard.
so you need another one of the.
Yeah.
And
Yes, he's using Ed's ability.
To find us a bar.
That is Ed. That's not mine. Okay.
Still no bar.
We just can't get any leads on any bars.
All right.
Just all the people we're talking to are just pure and sober.
you need a terrain and a location and a.
Yes,
Yeah.
we need all 3 to match. So if we wanted to catch someone on the Jovian bar, we need Jovian, which we have. We would need a bar, and we would need a purple or a yellow.
All right. You know what? Because I'm the one who's doing the heavy digging, I'm gonna go one more time.
Okay.
All right.
So, because the options that there is a bar here.
Yeah, we need a bar no matter what.
Okay, there's a bar. We have that done.
We did.
We have a bar. I've done my 3 actions.
And hey, presumably there's another bar in there soon. So
Yes.
All right.
we find Bren.
All right.
And this
All
seems
right.
harder than finding a bar in a church, it seems
Signal
like.
trace. Discard a piloting to move to a location in a sector that you have a sector lead for.
What does it
Okay.
say?
So I can discard a piloting to move to a location in a sector that you have a sector lead for.
Oh, so you could spend a. So we
So I
have a
think I
Jovian. You could spend a piloting
okay.
instead of an action to go somewhere.
Okay. Or I can discard a hacking to draw a lead.
Oh.
Would that be another release?
Yeah, that'd be.
That seems good actually,
Yeah,
because
pretty high odds. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah.
let's do that. Pitch this in a ruins, and then.
This better not be blue.
Huh.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, we're in business.
All right.
Oh,
We're
we
in business.
can get in there, huh?
All right. So now we have a set that matches the bar on Jovian. So we could attempt to catch either of these two.
Yeah.
Which looks good. You guys are running low on food, aren't you?
Oh, I actually cover either one of these guys.
Just
I
on.
have-
Just on.
Oh wait, no, I have 2 reds and
You
1
could
purple.
even use the bar afterwards to pick it all back up.
I could.
Yeah.
So your first action is to move to the bar, I assume.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
All right.
And
Who do we want to catch? So we either get
I think
3,000.
we all have a pretty full hand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also we all have at least 2 cards on the board on the ground, right?
Yeah.
Let's go after Gren.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if we get Gren, we'll all get to get 2 cards back, which will be helpful. We'll get the same amount of net money, and I can even convert that extra money into food on my turn because I'm
Yeah.
sitting at the shop.
Like it.
We will need to pass 2 jams instead of 1, but we should be okay for that. And we have eyeing for a pitch. So
Yeah.
all right. So we are going to start a chase. So to
Alright.
start the chase, we need to collectively discard a combat for Gren and 2 investigation.
I'm probably gonna rest soon, right? So
Yeah. So
I'll spend as much as I can.
okay. So we need one more investigation.
Got it.
Okay, you got it. Okay, so we have started the chase. Now we are going to flip 2 of these cards. Now, if we get vicious, he's going to mess us up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we need to also pay whatever's in the bottom right corner of
Yep.
this.
All right.
So first, we need to spend. Okay, good.
Oh!
All right, spend a food. For the rest of the turn, you cannot perform the rest action. All right, we weren't
Okay.
planning to. We weren't planning
Okay.
to.
Okay.
Okay,
I got excited there. I'm sorry.
and we need a piloting.
I got those.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So when we're flipping these for jams, the card doesn't matter aside from the lower right unless it's vicious.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're
All right.
just
Oh, so is that
making
our 2
control
jams?
checks. Yep, those are our 2 jams. So we have successfully caught Gren.
All right.
Man, this didn't even hurt.
So we got 5,000. So we are up to 10 on cash,
Yep,
and
and
we
we each get
both
2 cards back.
the bottom 2 back. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
We are very scary on the food situation, though.
Okay, I'll get us next turn.
But what if we event hit?
And now we get a new bounty.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, we spent these. These are all
Yep.
gone.
Yeah.
Oh.
They go there on panels, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Our next bounty is going to be Uday Taksim. He pays out 6,000 wulongs after expenses, and we'll get 2 leads from any deck. So we'll actually get a lead refund on this guy. He starts at 4. He was last seen on Jovian, very unfortunately.
Well, okay.
2 combat, a piloting, and an investigation to catch.
Okay.
And so when do they move down?
When
An
the
event
event.
card will move him down.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
So
yeah.
at some point, we'll get an event card that doesn't cost us food.
And
Hopefully,
Um,
not next one.
I think
Is it? We hit 0 or 5.
We starve, we lose.
We roll into the. Okay,
Yes.
so we're not in. Hopefully, we're not in a bad spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess how about I move?
Unless it's
to,
vicious, and then we could just. This could be a very quick stream.
How about I move to the spaceport with the plan to buy more food, or buy food indirectly there with Big Spender, or with Charming rather.
Well, you've used 2 actions already, right? So you have 1 more action. You don't want to.
I could rest.
You can't rest.
You can't
but
rest.
You can hit up the bar.
Why can't I rest?
You vicious,
Vicious-
vicious. So we
vicious
can't
says we
rest.
can't rest. So you could activate the bar if you want, or you could move somewhere.
Oh
It's
yeah.
up to you.
Well, bar doesn't do that much.
Picks up 4 cards.
For what, 1,000?
I guess we're
We're
flush
not
with money, but
Yeah.
I think we're kind of. I mean, I feel good about it. I don't know.
I mean, you might want to do it now just because it's
Do you guys want to use the bar at all?
no.
No, I
Let's
don't
make
think
that
so.
happen.
No.
I guess I'll just borrow then. Yeah.
Yeah, and we pay
Use
1,000,
it
right?
right here.
No.
Oh.
I'll just place the use token.
Oh yeah.
I would use my
Yeah.
skill.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right,
it's
that's my
got
3
2.
things.
So hopefully we're okay. Spent 1 food. We are at 0 food.
Okay. What is
At
that?
casino, I can either discard up to 2 cards from my hand. Oh no, I do not have it. No, I just have to discard 2 cards from my hand. If I discarded at least 1 card, I get to choose. Discard the top card of the event deck without resolving it. Gain 2,000 Woolongs for each skill icon on your discarded cards that matches the event's jam icon.
Okay.
Okay, so I get to bet. So if I had if I had all 4 symbols on 2 cards,
Yeah.
I could guarantee the 2,000 Woolongs.
Or you could be a baller and place a double and just put it all on red. Try to make 4 grand.
So, do I want to do the 50-50?
I'm actually gonna step away to run to the bathroom.
Or do I want
I'll
to
leave it to you, Tim.
make it a 7? I don't want to spend 2 cards.
What am I here then?
Change a 50 to a 75.
Okay.
So, I'm going to discard one of these.
Okay.
So, we're going to look to flip either investigation
Yep.
or combat. And I guess if it's vicious, we don't have to resolve it, which is nice.
Yep. Flip. Ha!
Alright.
We got rid of a vicious.
We got through a vicious for free there.
How many viciouses are in the deck?
6.
Six.
We hit 2 of them very quickly. All right.
Alright, so
go
resolve
buy
it.
us some food.
Yeah, so I'm going to buy some food.
I think we just go back to 5. Like spend 5, move to 5 food. I think that's a good value player.
I don't think we're going to need... I assume we don't really need to keep that supplied on Woolongs. I kind of want to go to 6 food.
Want to go 6 food? Sure.
Oh, we had to spend a fuel to move the Bebop.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think.
Oh, when we did.
No, without spending a fuel. 'Cause
Yeah,
I-
yours
oh,
is. Yeah, all we fuel we did was ours. We done special moves.
Yeah.
We are very good on special
I'm
moves.
gonna spend 6,000 Woolongs
Alright.
to get us 6 food.
That seems acceptable. We have been a little food rush
So
here.
it's my first action. So we're running low on stuff to do here.
Yeah.
So my second action, I'll go ahead and rest.
Yep.
In my third action, I'll get back to the Bebop.
Okay.
This might be a situation where we leave Kevin behind, and
How do we get him to us though? Doesn't he need to be in the ship to get us?
oh yeah, I believe you can just get into your zip craft no matter where you are. Oh no, you have to be in the same location as your zip craft. Okay,
Yeah.
well,
We can't leave him behind.
we cannot just leave him here.
Well, but
I mean, you could spend your turn doing more hacking.
I
things.
can send his zipcraft to him.
Well, it is your turn, so we'll do the
Okay,
event
okay,
first.
let's do that first.
Oh, are we abandoning me on...
We're figuring that
We're
out.
thinking about
Spend
it.
a food.
I bought 6 food.
All right.
Cool.
Spend 1,000 Wulong and discard a random card, or discard a combat to draw a lead. Well, guess what? I have that one combat.
Oh.
We're gonna draw a lead here. We're gonna find the other bar.
Maybe what I could have done... on
There's
my
the other
turn
bar. All right.
Was board my zip craft so you guys could drop me.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. We're gonna figure this out.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm just
so-
saying for the future.
I got our bar for this guy. For if we.
Yeah, so we'll find a way to
Good.
catch him before he escapes.
Okay. So. now
And
we're
I
on-
think, well, two of the remaining bars are red. So hopefully we'll just draw an Earth or Venus, and hopefully we can find an Earth.
Yeah.
That would be optimal.
Yeah.
All right. So I think the plan right now, if we're doing this the right way, it's I can drop his zipcraft at where he is, and we can move on to the next planet.
What's
With
it
that.
say?
So from anywhere, fly the Bebop or one zipcraft without spending fuel.
And the other things you can do after drawing, okay, that's the event thing. Yeah, or you can do another zillion net dives, but
Yeah, I can do net dives and build us a board for him probably.
net dive
or-
always costs 1.
Yeah.
Oh, we
I
always
mean-
have to lose a lead to get
Alright,
to.
do you want to... Oh, so can you lose any lead, or does that have to match a lead?
I don't think it has to be matching.
Discard one lead, draw 2 leads from any one deck.
Okay, so we could
Game
drop the
one.
contact and draw 2 sector leads.
And pick one of those two. But that still doesn't. We're not going to spend 3 actions doing this.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So I think. Yeah, we probably have to. We get Kevin's zipcraft here and then move. So the way the zipcraft works, I think we may have already explained this, but it takes an action to get in and out of it. But while you're in it, you can move for just spending a fuel, and you can move anywhere.
Yeah.
You can't move normally though, so if
Yeah,
you
you
run
have
out
to-
of
you have to
food, you just
disembark.
have to get out of your zip
Yeah.
craft.
Okay. So I'm thinking. Let's send his zip craft to him.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, so it'll just be here, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
that's
just-
one. There, that's one action. And then other action.
So would be a fuel to move the Bebop.
Oh no, I can do my remote control again.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, because you don't need the fuel
Yeah.
that way. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, let's move the Bebop and let's get to. I think at this point we.
Actually, do we want to do the net first
Oh yeah, let's do that.
and then move the
Good
Bebop?
call.
What's net?
And we'll have you rest
Yeah.
sometime soonish.
Yeah,
Discard
so
one lead, so we discard this one.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
We don't need to be anywhere specific
Let's
for
see
the
if
other
we
two, right?
find. Hey, let's stay on it. Let's stay where we are. There's Jovian. Because now we can go after him. We can start hunting for him.
No. Well, we would need a bunch more cards to do that, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's take the Earth instead, because the bar on Earth is red.
Okay.
Right, so we can choose. You get to choose which one of
Oh
these we
yeah.
Do we need a bunch more cards? I can pay the bounty right now.
keep.
resting.
We can't. Well, we don't have. Oh, I see. On your turn. No, because the bar here's not red.
Oh yeah, that's right. We don't have that many clues.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So let's go. What's Earth and?
Yeah. But yeah, Earth does have a red bar, so we
Yeah.
can do that as soon as we.
Yeah. And then you're gonna move us Earth.
Let's go to Earth.
Okay.
I'm just dumping cards here for. I'm gonna need to borrow. I'm gonna
You
need
need
to
to
borrow.
go
that.
hang out at that bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ed's gonna start the chase.
I definitely gonna start chasing.
So I'm. Oh yeah,
Innocent-
event first.
innocent
then,
little
okay.
girl.
Yeah.
All right, spend a food.
I feel like
Procure
there's more.
Vespa.
I feel like there's more spend food than there is move bounties.
All right. What is this one? What do you do?
I guess I'm going to discard a piloting to perform a free move action, which I can use to board my ship. Heck
Whoa.
yeah, baby.
You're
Or I
right.
could discard a random card if I didn't have a piloting. So
Here we go.
good news.
So you're on your zip craft. I'll just leave Faye over here for a bit.
So where am I headed?
While
I
you're
think-
thinking
well,
about
that's up to you.
that, let's show everybody the quality pieces here. So they're not quite as good as the Mega Man board game, but nice.
Yeah, the cardboard.
Thick cardboard.
Solid,
Yeah.
yeah.
Even the character cards are nice cardboard.
A little glossy, which is difficult to stream, but otherwise, I think the product quality is pretty good.
Yeah, and the cards themselves do a nice play. Very
Okay.
important. So
All
I think I don't know if I really have a preference between the Belt and Venus. I don't know if I really have a reason, and I think we want to get our contacts refreshed sooner
Yeah.
rather than later.
Yeah, that's-
Yeah. We also we want to also make sure we can. I guess if you're not going to be on Earth, then it'd be me and Jesse taking care of his session. Can we do that?
Yeah. Spaceport on Earth.
Oh well, I do need to go to Earth at some point as well because
Is
that's
your-
my session.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think.
Bet you feel silly getting on your little spaceship
Well,
now.
Jesse can just hack him over there.
Yeah.
That's true.
I just need. I'm gonna do I'm taking the rest on Earth, like the
Yeah,
full
yeah.
refill. Like that's my plan.
I think I'm gonna fly to Venus.
Alright.
So that'll cost a fuel, but not an action.
Yeah,
And
so you
I'm
still have all three actions.
pretty sure that's not gonna matter. Because I think I'm just gonna disembark and then do something.
Okay, yeah. You can do something without disembarking, but then you need to spend a fuel to move again. So you don't need to disembark
What?
if you're just gonna. Yeah, you. The only thing the Zipcraft stops you from doing is normal movement.
Oh.
You can totally like interact at a place while in your Zipcraft.
Oh wow. Okay, so I.
But then if you want to move, you'll have to spend a fuel, right? And you want to do
Yeah.
like two things on that planet.
Oh, so I could actually just hit up like all of the bars, or all of the.
For
contacts.
enough fuel, yeah.
For enough fuel, yeah. This is where that's
Right,
coming
it's
into play.
very fuel inefficient, but it's very fast.
Yeah.
It's like driving a Hummer, except not fast.
Huh. At some point, I'm going to disembark, and then I can buy some discount fuel too with Charming.
Okay.
Do you do that frequently to get discounts, Kevin Broberg?
If I were Faye Valentine, I sure would. I think we're like we kind of just need money and therefore bounties right now, though. More so than we're not short on fuel or
Yeah.
food especially.
Yeah. Insert reminder here that if we spend our whole game getting paid, we'll never complete our sessions.
This is true.
But I think we'll get Ed's taken care of soon.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna get I'll get a contact.
Okay.
Venus.
All right.
And should I disembark? I don't think I should disembark.
Well, for now, that's your first action for the turn is this
Contact.
contact.
The Eddy River. Discard an investigation to draw a lead, or discard 2 hacking to draw 2 leads from any decks. I do have 2 hacking. Do you want just bulk? Both leads, do you think?
Yeah, I think
That seems
as a general rule, you
efficient,
should probably
right?
always take the
Yeah.
hits.
All right, so
Do you want to discard them in that order?
no. Good looking out.
That's why we have the game master.
So am I taking probably a terrain in a sector? I think.
So we're probably we've seen the 2 Jovians, so there's. I mean, this is a little card county, but there's
Half a dozen or
7,
more.
there's
Yeah.
10 cards in these decks. There's probably 2 of each. So we're probably not getting any Jovian leads anytime soon. So we don't really. So he's Jovian. We already have our bar. We're gonna need a Mars at some point if we even care about catching Perot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might not be eligible to catch any bounties until aside. Like we're gonna get this guy, and then hopefully we can get the next one because we're only gonna have one choice if we rule out Perot.
Yeah.
So maybe we do go for the Mars.
I'm gonna flip the
So let's
sector
get one.
first
Let's
anyway.
just get one. Yeah.
Belt.
Alright, it's the belt. Okay,
And
so
let's do it
yeah,
terrain rather than location.
sure.
Yeah.
Water.
Blue. Okay.
Okay.
So that's one action down. Zip crap is nuts. I guess I could just come to Earth and then help with everything else.
I think that's the right idea.
Alright.
Because we're gonna go after him. We might as well just be as a group.
Earth.
And then so you still have 2 more actions. So you probably do something and then disembark, I guess. Or
Might as well disembark first, but yeah. I don't know if there's a difference, really.
well, he only takes 2 piloting, so if we've got it between the 2 of us, even if Jesse's out of cards, we can just catch him.
Yeah, my pilots are down here, guys.
Oh,
I have remote
right,
control
we could
too.
just go scoop him up.
Let's go scoop him up.
All right, so you need to go to the bar. So use an action disembark and then an action to chase.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here's 2 blues.
Oh, okay. Well,
Shazam.
all right. So we need to do a
jam?
jam. An investigation.
I'm probably going to rest at some point.
Okay, sure.
All right.
All right. So we have caught Rint Colonius. So we get 3,000 Wulongs and 2 food.
3.
2 food.
2 food, not 3.
Oh, that's
Three.
food.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Smart.
And off to the bounty.
yep. And hopefully this is one we can go after.
Abdul Hakim starts on 4. So
Yep, so they'll be stacked up here.
yep.
Bar Ruins Earth, right?
Oh, yeah.
Last seen at a contact.
Right?
Okay.
And he
We're
pays
gonna-
out 6,000 and 2 food.
Nice. So he's seen it at contact. We are going to get through this deck pretty soon here.
Yeah.
And that can just be any old contact, so we can be hurry. So that was 3 actions. All right.
Yep.
All right,
Problem is-
we're a little low on fuel.
Yeah.
Can characters share spaces? I would assume there's no reason they can't.
I have to imagine they can, yeah. But I was wondering that in the back of my head, too.
Yeah.
That was the one thing. Yeah. I'm wondering.
Well, it doesn't say we can't. So
All right.
we'll go with.
We'll
There
use
are
the
cer-
Tim rule
There
here.
are certainly scenes in the show where they're both in a bar at the same time.
Yes.
We're gonna run with that.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. All right. Event
All right,
first. Antonio, Carlos, and Yobi, nothing of consequence happens. You put up with the 3 old men bickering and move up.
Ah,
All right.
How lucky.
a safety. All right.
Nice. We got a reprieve.
That wasn't actively good, but
All right, so I have a whole lot of cards.
It's time to do some of your stuff.
Yeah. So all my stuff. Wait. All right. So we're going to. You just need to be on Earth somewhere for your session.
I need to be on a spaceport.
A spaceport on Earth.
I need to shop on Earth for mine.
Okay. So I guess I'll go to the contact on Earth.
Okay.
So 1, 2. Can you hand me a contact card? It is Fad. Oh, he's part of my session. He's going to try to kill me. Discard 1 investigation to draw a lead, or discard 2 piloting to choose a lead deck. Combine its deck and discard pile. Gain a lead of your choice, and then reshuffle.
What?
We need
So-
Jove, right?
We do very explicitly need Jovian if we want Udai to be an option. Whether or not we want to go back to Jovian anytime soon is another matter, but it seems like these bounties either move slowly or they're just going to run away very quickly on us all of a sudden. But I will assume we have time. So I can lose 2 piloting to get specifically Jovian. That would be all of my piloting.
Okay.
I have piloting. I have a piloting, and then I can rest and have a lot of piloting.
All right, we might end up having to, if the jam doesn't go our way, we might end up having to use Ein if I do this.
Okay.
But we'll go ahead and just grab this, shuffle this guy.
Okay.
I guess I could have also activated Jet to just draw a different contact instead.
This seems good to me. Seems above average.
Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll activate.
Oh, can I use token?
Oh yeah. There it is. How many contact? We just have the one
We have
contact space.
one left in the belt.
Just
yeah.
on the belt. All right, my session's at the belt anyway.
Nice.
I have to be on the bebop. So I don't want to. I'm gonna rest actually. I'll just get these back.
Okay.
Okay.
That way I can
All right, over to me.
go.
All right, event. Wild mushrooms, bounty move.
Bounties move. All right. Finally, the
Ah.
bounties have realized that bounty hunters exist.
Rather than us starving. Nice.
Discard 4 random cards to gain 4 food. I can't, but I can gain. But I'll gain 2. We can gain 2,000.
Getting 2,000 Wulongs. All right.
All right,
Take
that's
those.
got some cash. All right. So. All right, so I am going to first. I'm going to. I think net dive is probably my best thing to do because I'm gonna do that and move to the bar and
Okay.
pick everything back up.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
what are we looking for right now?
What do you know? What actually happens if you hit the bottom of the lead deck?
Because
Because now there's a
It's
reshuffle.
I would assume you just.
It's a reshuffle.
That was my assumption too, but then there was an event that said shuffle it, like combine the
Yeah,
decks.
no. If
So
if it's empty,
I can
just
go
Okay.
kick the belt for to go somewhere like what are we looking for?
Oh, we
The
need
thing
to
is,
shake
we're
something,
gonna like
yeah.
be at the belt next, though.
Okay.
That's sort of the thing.
Just take the train.
All right, so kick the train, and look at these 2. All right, I got water and urban.
All right. Well.
Nothing
Oh, yeah.
really. We have no location fight, no plans.
So
It's like Jovian, Contact, Mars.
the contact on the belt is
Is
green and red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not us.
The last space on Jovian that we can do anything on is red and blue,
Yeah.
but that feels like a really unfortunate use of the skill. Yeah. All right.
Alright.
Well.
Okay. Recycle.
Yeah. I guess we were hunting for a green or a red. That's what we'll tell ourselves.
Yeah. All right. So I'm moving to the bar for my next action, and then
up.
we're using the bar and
Yep.
pick up my yard. So I'm refreshed. Okay, that's all me.
That's right. Spend a food. Helpful locals. Discard a lead and draw a replacement from the same deck, or discard an investigation to draw a lead. I think we're discarding an investigation, right?
Yeah.
I have it.
Yeah.
Clearly. And location deck, right?
Yeah.
There's Healer Bar. I think we should plan for like my next turn to do my
Yes,
session. I
yes,
think that should be our objective right now.
I was thinking.
Which I can almost pay for out of this on my own.
Yeah.
And then we just gotta refresh the bars.
I was thinking, should we hit up mine? Because this is actually a lot of action economy. Because I can go shopping, convert some of our money into fuel and food, and then also my session is shop honor.
Okay.
So I can step there and then convert to Blundstone.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, certainly, and maybe we'll even also be able to do Jesse's while we're here.
So this costs $1 million investigation though.
Okay.
Mine costs 4 and then $2 and 2 fuel.
All right.
And I have none. Or, I mean, I can
The problem is mine costs 4 investigation.
Yeah.
It's like it's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah. All right.
we're
So
gonna-
how much of it? What do you need? 2 money, 2 food.
2 money, 2 gas, and then 4 investigation. So.
Okay. So I have 2 investigation here. How much more do you need? Do you need me to pay all 4?
I have nothing to contribute, so.
Okay. I'll just I'll spend 3.
Yeah, we might as well hold. Actually,
No, we can.
I'm gonna probably rest next turn.
Well, rest is just gonna get you those.
I'm gonna bar next turn.
You're gonna bar next
Yeah.
turn. Yeah. So you bar, and this will refresh when you bar.
Yeah. That checks
Yeah.
out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we need 1 more investigation. Perfect. And
All
so draw 1 gem.
Yep.
Okay.
And so how do I mark that I did my thing?
I think you're supposed to like slide it on your character. I think it's supposed to be like this or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you just slide it down so that only the second one's showing.
Yeah, so I received an anonymous delivery of a ancient Betamax videotape. The crew was overcome with curiosity, and they worked to hunt down the means to play the tape and find out how it connects to Faye's missing
That was an
memories.
entire show.
But I refused to
remember
deal
that
with the
episode.
problem and forced you all to do it. So thematic.
Okay.
Yeah, and then let's shop. So
All right. So that was 1 action.
yeah.
So you have 2 more.
Oh, I moved to the shop.
All right. So that's 2 actions. So you have 1 more.
So how much more food do we want? Oh no, I can't charming. Crap.
All right. So well,
Persons.
we're buying food. I guess my turn's going to involve buying fuel.
Yeah. Like I think we just like maybe not a lot. Like we just enough to like keep us
yeah,
ahead.
we just want to buy 2 food.
Yeah.
You think?
I think that's really
Works
good.
for me,
plan.
yeah.
Just like
Buy 2 food.
Sensible.
All right.
all right.
All right. So now it's my turn.
Yep.
Bounties move. They're getting away. Discard 2 random cards or discard 2 investigation to gain 1,000 Wulong. Yikes. Oh look, it's the beta tape. Well, I certainly don't want to discard 2 investigation, so I'm not fond of also needing a bar. We're gonna start to run low on those, but
If you had to do you have 2 investigation?
it'd be my last ones.
You could rest and get 3 back.
I guess my cards are gonna be cargo. Alright, yeah. Alright.
And then we get paid.
Yeah, we get paid.
Because, I mean, worst case scenario, you might discard the same 2 cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the 4 worst cards in there. So my actions are gonna be we're gonna go here, we're gonna go shopping. We've used all of Earth's amenities now.
Yep.
Once again, thematic, we're strip mining Earth.
And I assume we won't need to be forced to spend more than 2,000 at any point, so we're going to spend 4 and get 4 fuel to work with here.
Good idea.
Cool.
All right.
And
Timid not wanting to starve or run out of fuel.
I could rest or I could go back to the Bebop.
If you rest, can we do Jesse's
Oh yeah.
jam?
Will we be able to cobble together 4 investigation? Do you have
Yes, I have 2.
One? All right.
I can cover almost everything.
I have 2 reds in my hand.
Yeah, I
All
can.
right, so I'll rest so that we can get our second
Okay.
session down.
Okay.
Provided this event doesn't cook us somehow.
All right. So over to me.
Yep.
Spend 1 food.
Okay.
That's fine. Draw a lead. or discard an investigation to choose a lead. Combine it.
We're not discarding investigations. Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the thing I did where I got to.
Yeah.
pick on the
All
other
right.
choice.
So
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think we
just
care that much.
draw a lead.
Yeah.
So what do we need here right now?
So nobody.
Yeah.
Oh, we
want
need a
contact.
contact at some point.
So.
Yeah.
All right,
Alright,
shop. Okay. All right, we'll do that. All right. So.
I think Mad Pro's just gonna get away. I think that's.
What?
We're just gonna let him ride.
$8,000.
All right. Let me move to the spaceport.
Yeah.
So where you are. And let's do my session here. So,
2 piloting, 3 hacking.
all right. So I got piloting. I have piloting, 3 hacking, and two of the investigation.
Alright, I'll get the other 2 investigation.
All right.
My hand is
And then
officially
event.
the 5 worst cards.
Uh-oh.
Red. Oh no.
Mission.
Oh no!
Spend 1,000 Wulongs if possible. For the rest of your turn, you cannot fly the Bebop or any zip crafts. Okay, well.
You're almost out of money.
Well,
All right.
Damn, Tim, you should have seen that coming. You should have just bankrupted us on shit.
Yeah.
Okay, but
And then
that's
is
done.
it's just the one? Yeah, because it's level 1, right?
Alright, so.
All right.
You have 1 more action, I believe?
One more action. I'm gonna get on the
Get
Bebop.
on the Bebop, yeah.
Yeah, that seems like a safe plan because we're gonna be moving.
We're getting out of here.
We're getting up. Okay.
We've done everything we came here to do.
Yep. All right, Kevin.
Yeah,
You can
so
zip
have
right
the
ahead. You could zip.
I could zip ahead.
You could zip ahead and get your
I
rest.
could zip
in.
anywhere. But I could just go to the belt too.
Yeah, it's just if you travel with us on the Bebop, your Zipcraft is still gonna
Ooh,
be
yeah.
on Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to move it back to the hangar is a fuel the same as anything else.
Yeah.
I assume. Yeah. That actually wouldn't have been a Galaxy Rain play, but that could have been a thing to consider.
Well,
Yeah,
remember,
like,
I
before
could.
you could have landed on the ship instead.
Oh yeah, can you move by Zipcraft?
Yeah,
too?
I can.
Ooh.
From
Yeah,
anywhere,
so-
fly the Bebop to without spending fuel. I can go get it for us later.
But that does cost an action and a card. So
Yes.
I'm increasingly
And I
understanding
am
what that really means.
completely empty
Yeah.
at the moment.
So yeah, I think I'm just gonna give it my Zipcraft. And where do we want me to go?
I think actually.
So we should probably catch one of these guys soon. We don't have the contact. We have. Could you solo? What else you could solo taxi? Or Udai rather.
After a rest, you probably could.
I mean, not it's.
Well, he can't rest because we don't have any bars.
We have 3 bars left.
I need to go to Joe.
Yeah, we don't
he's
have a
on.
bar
He's
on
on
Joe.
Jupiter.
Well, you could go somewhere, rest in a bar, and then go to Jupiter.
I sure could.
Yeah.
And actually, it just costs a bunch of gas.
It just
So
costs double gas instead of.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
It's,
We only have a couple bars. Or we have 3 bars left, so that's kind of a lot.
we have to refresh them. We have to start moving around. To
Yeah,
first
I
of
assume
all.
you're going to go to the belt and
Yeah.
clean up the contacts there.
Yeah, so you can either go to Venus or Mars.
Actually, Mars and Venus are the same. It's just that I guess I'd go to Venus because we might want to go to Mars for Perot at some point.
Yeah.
Might.
I was trying to gun fight. It's
Yeah.
like,
It's just you're going to be on your own to catch Udai. That's all.
Yeah.
It's 2 jams. So.
Yeah, I think 2 gems is pretty safe. So I'm going to have him
Oh,
completely
full
covered
hand.
for everything else. I just need to keep an eye out if there's a red.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go to Venus. I actively want
So your second action.
Yeah, I actively want there to be a used token here. So I'm going to rest.
Okay. So.
I'm
that's
back in the
2 actions.
the club.
Yep.
And now we're going to zip zop over to Joe.
Yep.
And I can
we need to
fight
be,
anywhere, right? So I should go to the shop.
We need to be on a
Oh, we
blue
need a
space.
blue.
So you need to be in the contact that. Which is fine. We just won't
Oh,
be able
that
to use the
sucks.
contact while we're there.
'Cause we have the other.
That's,
we
we,
have
don't
the
have
other.
any, we don't have any money to shop with anyway. Oh, we don't
Why-
have the contact.
Yeah.
Oh wait, okay, this didn't add up. Well you can
well, I thought
hang out there and we'll hack something up, I guess.
Well, I thought we were going.
Yeah, but we don't have. Neither of these
Yeah.
spaces are blue on Jovi.
Okay. Well, we get him there.
Yeah,
and
we'll
then,
get them there, and then
and
we'll
then I
figure
can.
out how to
I'll fix.
set up the catch.
I'll go somewhere on here. I guess here's my face. It'll be disembarking soon, probably.
Might as well.
Actually, so I could just fly directly to a place and like either go to the shop or I could go to the I could park on the contact. So that then you'll uncover it here, and I'll still be there, so I can interact with it after it's.
Yeah, I guess the question
refreshed.
is, if you go here, we're digging explicitly for contact, right?
Yeah.
If you go to one of these two places, then we just need to find one of two colors.
Oh, one of three colors. Right, purple,
Well,
yellow, red.
you have to pick which one of these you're.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I think we've seen. I don't remember which ones we've seen yet. I assume we're. I don't know if we can scout this card file, but I assume we can.
We've seen both our reds.
All right. So if you want to come.
And both are ripples, but no yellows.
No yellows.
I guess put them in the yellow.
All right.
Yeah.
And I still need one more action though.
Oh, that's awkward. None of your characters' things are actions.
No. If I go to, I could just disembark, but I could go to the spaceport and just buy food or spend a card to get a food. Or fuel for that matter.
Or do you want to come here and then disembark and maybe do that next turn?
Yeah, let's do that. That seems good.
All right.
And that way you can do that move without spending a fuel.
Right.
Or we can get spicy and hunt for the spaceport.
At some point, I assume I'm going to be on Jupiter for a little while.
Yeah.
And you're going to activate this contact, unuse them, and I'll go digging at that one too.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. One food. Bounty canceled. Discard one hacking to choose one bounty, or choose the bounty with the smallest reward, then return it to the bottom of the deck and draw a new bounty.
Smallest reward. Is that strictly monetary, or?
I guess it'd be strictly it'd be either of those two.
Yeah.
It'd be. So I could
And we
discard a
just-
hacking and we can ship Perot away, or we can just let one of these two go until later, which I guess would be Abdul. Because we're nowhere near that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just, alright, so ship away Abdul, we'll get a new one.
You'll come back around.
Hakeem. I keep using like the part of the name that they don't use in the show.
Ooh. Dr. Londes.
Wow.
Starts at 5.
No kidding. 3 gems.
Choose 4 times. Gain 3 grand, or someone rests. Does it bar full? No. But he's 6 cards plus 3 jams.
That is for 12,000 oolongs. If we want him to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's hype.
Where is he?
At a shop.
At a
A shop.
Okay.
And we got a shop.
We do. Alright, well.
Is my shop blue?
He doesn't cost 1 million fighting, so we can actually catch him.
That's true.
Yeah, we got the investigation kit.
Alright, so 3 actions. One is to board the Bebop, and one is to move the Bebop. Well, I'm not actually gonna be able to clear up this contact yet.
That's fine.
And one is to disembark. Or, well...
Because I'm going to be barring again. I'm on that plan. So that I can help.
Darn. Well, wait. No, I don't, okay. We can't, we'll do my session later. I don't think we can quite do that right now. So I'm gonna go, I guess I'll go here.
Okay.
Good.
Wait, you have to board the Bebop?
I have to
the
be on Bebop for the-
disembark? Okay.
Bounty move!
I don't know.
Emergency
Our plan-
rations.
Our plan, he might get away.
Discard 3 cards or spend a food. Well,
Wait,
actually,
do you have 3 cards?
I have 1 card.
Okay, yeah.
So
I
you
actually
can't-
have
you
rip
cannot-
food.
Yeah, rip food. Alright.
Yeah, Stephen Broccoli.
This is useless. I have to disembark, go to the bar, disembark to the bar, rest,
and then hack.
and then hack.
Yeah.
Yes, I have to do the hack for us.
Alright. So this is the last action, and if we don't create the ability to catch Ugai Taksim.
All right, so what? So I
If he
am
doesn't already.
kicking this and
Yeah.
Looking for ideally
yellow.
a red,
Or-
because then I don't have to move.
We don't have the spaceport.
Oh, okay.
So a purple, a purple, red, any color that's not blue.
Yeah, and I guess we can try to look ahead.
yellow, green.
Oh, there's a green. Purple, yellow, blue,
That is not
red,
on
green.
blue.
There's 5 colors. All right, so yellow then.
Yellow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Each sector
Uh,
only
yeah,
has 4 terrains.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
Got it. All right, that's
what,
my.
What do you mean there's no mountains on Jupiter in the Jovian system?
To be fair, that's the moons of Jupiter.
Yeah,
I mean, have you ever been to Jupiter to check it out yourself?
All right.
I've heard stories from people who've been there.
And was that 2 things or 3?
Those are the
Oh,
Solar's
you hacked,
view is
yeah.
hacked.
I've only ever been
Please
to
don't
do
Jupiter
that.
in
Alright.
altered state of mind, Tim Keefe.
Bumped into an old friend. Hey guys, please connection stuff. Discard investigation to draw and resolve a contact, or discard a lead to draw a replacement from the same deck. I don't desperately need my investigations, right? So let's do that. Let's get a free contact, because Tim is too slow to tell me. Store clerk. Spend $1,000. Spend 1,000 woolongs to draw a lead, or spend $2,000.
Well, we can't do that.
Only 1,000,
Well, then let's draw ourselves a lead.
and we are out
We're
of
broke.
cash. We need this to go through. And we are not with you.
So this one, right?
Yeah.
Great.
All right.
All right, so
Um,
now you're actually.
I guess I'm going to
You guys are
step
gonna
over
starve.
to the contact. I believe it's yellow.
At the bar.
Is the contact 2?
We don't have a contact.
Oh, duh. Okay, yeah. Shucks. Yeah, let's go.
Jovian Bar Desert.
You're on your own.
All right. Red,
Faye versus Udai.
blue,
Purple.
purple either way. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we've got
2 jams.
2 jams. First one.
Yellow.
We got that.
Okay.
Tim Keefe, Valerium Falcon says he's a big fan.
Oh,
Alright.
hi, Val.
And hello.
Vicious.
Oh.
What's he doing? What's he doing?
Spend 1 fuel if possible.
Okay.
Ouch.
For the rest of your turn, you cannot interact with locations. Okay.
Okay.
So how many vicious is that?
Most of them?
Most of
5 out of
them.
the 6?
Okay, I'm gonna play purple first. I can do that, right?
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Okay, and we've
Boom.
got caught Udai. We get 6,000 Wulongs.
Some cash, and we
And
all.
we get 2 leads from any decks.
Ooh. All right. So, what? Well, when does the bounty replace?
I assume after we resolve this.
Okay.
So we have the shop. We do not have the Mars. We might just be letting him get away anyway. But let's at least get a sector.
Let's take a sector first.
Maybe we get Mars? No.
All right. What's the other one?
And if
terrain,
we
I
do
mean
location
terrain.
or terrain.
I kind of want to get
You guys are
terrain
in the
because
belt, right?
we can't. What's the shop?
There
here?
are no yellows here at
Okay,
all.
so let's go ahead and get this guy. Great.
Mountain. Yep.
No, it's not. That's not what the shop is. So that's unfortunate for us.
Oh, we could have gone right after.
Yeah.
We're like here we go. All right.
All right. So that was 2 actions.
2
for
actions,
Kevin, I
yep.
think.
And I'm in the bar right now, so
You can
move somewhere
get
else.
in the zip craft and
I can either
fly
get
it.
the Zipcraft.
I think you go to Mars. I think right now
before
you go to
fuel's fuel.
Mars. You can like go to Mars and activate this, and then reset. We reset the bars.
Oh, is that our last bar? Yeah.
That is our
Oh,
last
shit.
bar.
Okay.
I think that's the play right now because then we reset the
Um,
bars for us. I think that's because then
I'm
we'll
really
reset.
low on gas.
Do you
How
have
about I move to the spaceport and plan to spend at the buy the spaceport next turn?
Okay.
okay.
Because now we're rich, and I also have I also have a spare purple to be charming and
If,
turn this
if,
into
this,
something
if
else.
this makes us spend the fuel, that's your fault. Bounties approved. Okay.
Okay.
Whew.
Oh, we still
Oh.
need. All right, so
Woo.
we'll move him after.
Rocco starts at 3. Last
So
seen
he's
on
now at
Venus.
2. Last seen of Venus. Well, that's fortunate, but also okay.
Is that everyone draws?
He's just 3,000 Wulongs and 2 more leads.
It's kind of
He's kind of
uneventful.
crappy. Yeah.
Yeah. If you had Spike, he'd be pretty cheap.
Discard 1 lead or discard 2 piloting to draw a lead. Yikes. Well, I'm just gonna need to wait for the bars to unlock, I guess. Can we? Oh yeah, we're not gonna. I can't do that until I use a bar anyway. All right. Yeah, let's just get one more lead here.
All right.
Great.
Okay.
Okay. Now we're getting a little choked on cards. Where am I exactly?
You're on the contacts.
All right.
To
So
use
my
it.
first action. Use the contacts. Draw a lead or discard one piloting. Well, I'm not doing that. So we get a lead.
And when you draw, you discard.
yeah.
And you discard. You draw, then discard.
Then discard one.
You
Yeah.
discard one. And,
Um.
all right. So. Are we gonna focus on this guy, or
Yes.
we got to get the session, or should we just try to get you?
Yeah, we're not in bad. We're not in terrible resource shape.
Yeah.
Like we're not broke.
Yeah.
Well, that will give us basically infinite dollars.
Well, this is the guy that's like more worth caring about than these two.
Yeah, I think.
So what we need for him is a color, right? Because we have the shop and we have belt, but we need purple or blue, right? Yeah. What's the shop? The shop there is
I
green or
guess
red.
let's look at let's go around to our shops. Which one's shop?
It's the Wulong one.
So Venus is a green shop. Green and yellow shop. Yellow shop.
Yeah, but what's the next place we're all going to be together on? We're just going to like meet at Venus, meet at Mars.
We could just meet at the belt, and then I can get back on
so,
the.
yeah, so if our
get
plan
back
is
together.
to try to be able to catch him at the belt, because we're also limited to these right?
Yeah.
So we couldn't catch him other than the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's try to get a blue or a purple here. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Rip and pepperoni.
We tried.
tried.
We thought really hard about it.
Yeah.
Oh, it says that the use token.
Oh yes, that's last contact. Okay.
All right, refresh the contacts.
Good. Well,
That helps us.
well then, heck, we'll do this again. Draw a lead or spend Wulongs to choose a lead deck and pick the card we want. I think that's worth 1,000 Wulongs.
Yes,
At this
Well,
stage.
it's 1,000. It's not like it's like.
We need.
Or we're either blind drawing purple or blue, which is a 4 in 7
Favored.
chance. Slightly,
it's-
slightly above a 50-50.
Yeah, I guess it's 4 and
And
7. not 4
then
and
we'll
10.
have to like chase down another contact and use it again and keep going until we find one, or
Have him meet net dive.
yeah, or have a net dive, I guess.
We still haven't used Iron, have we?
Yeah,
We have.
Oh.
We,
used that once.
every time you
It's
use
been
it.
used, but
when
then
you-
immediately returned.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
okay.
return shortly after.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I'm going to spend a bunch of money soon on our turn. And
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll blind draw it. All right. This is still getting used though.
All right.
All right. Let's see if we can get lucky. Good. All right. So I'm actually going to shed the green because we're down the yellow already.
yeah.
All right.
So we'll do that.
Okay.
That was my second, and then for my third.
To get back to the beep.
You could just get back on the ship and then
I
we
need-
can try to have everyone there so you can.
I would like rest, and then session my next turn, basically.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, you could just rest now. At that point.
Rest move. Yeah.
Yeah, rest first and then deal with it.
Yeah.
Because I'm probably have to give up on getting to a bar anytime soon. So, yeah, I'm just.
Unless you want to take your ship.
No, I don't want to. I'll just do some rests.
Okay.
So we'll do a rest for my third action here.
All right.
Let's contact Punch and Judy.
All right. Over to me. Spend a food. That's fine. I
It's
can
not
just.
fine for very long.
That's fine.
You're almost done.
Taking a food back next turn.
I can discard a hacking to draw a lead,
Do we need a lead?
or I spend 1,000 Wulong.
Ooh. Okay, yeah.
I think you guys need a lead.
Because I can do
Let's
that.
replace this stupid Earth.
All right. Let's get rid of Earth. So it's
Yeah,
not
we draw first anyway, right?
Mars.
Sure.
We can like theoretically attempt pro at some point. But
He's gonna be gone before
Yeah.
sure. We all know it.
hopefully, yeah.
Okay. What do you guys need from me the most right now? That's the good. That's the deep questions here. I mean, it's really weird. I could. Okay. So. What's our?
Oh yeah, we're gonna try to fight him, right?
I think he's kind of our plan, but I can't solo that.
No.
I can get the whole lead, but I cannot get the jams. I'm screwed. But
Actually, yeah. How are you guys together on that? 'Cause I don't have much in my hand right now. I might have to
Yeah,
soon,
if you go and you could even rest and then start it.
yeah, I was thinking rest.
And hopefully we don't need any blue. How many pilotings do you have?
I have 2.
All right, because mine are out.
Okay.
That's gonna be It's pretty unlikely we get 3 violins. And actually, no. If we do, we still have
We
9.
still have 9.
Yeah. I say we go for him.
Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna move to where do we need to be? We need to
The
be
shop.
at the shop.
So I
that's
rested,
one,
shop,
and then
session.
Chase.
Chase.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Session is quest mission.
Boom. Double.
I have a fair amount of investigations.
Order matters for what it's worth.
Yeah. So put the double first.
Yeah. This one, singular investigation, and I need investigation. Okay. All right. Let's go jamming.
All right. 3 jams to catch Dr. Landis.
All right.
Are we just gonna take 12,000 oolongs? Or we can.
I
we
could
can
draw all of my
Give
cards.
Kevin all of his cards.
Yes,
All right,
and-
and then 9,000 oolongs.
Because I
probably.
legitimately am like, I'm gonna spend an action in the gas to get a thing.
Investigation.
All right.
Or we can take 6,000 and get all my cards back too.
Oh, that too, yeah.
I just rested. That's so bad. Vicious.
Uh-oh.
Spend a food.
Okay.
Discard 2
We're
random
okay.
cards. That's you. If drawn during a chase, discard for this effect happens before discarding for jam requirements. Sure.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Oh, do we not reveal this one at a time? It's fine because we spent my card on that anyway.
All right. So I'm discarding how many?
2 random cards.
Head roller.
Oh, no, me. These 2.
Okay. Please not be. Okay. Good. Or supposed to go like reveal 3.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't matter too much. And another investigation. So that's me again.
All right. All right.
All right. So we've caught Dr. Landis.
All right. Awesome.
So do we just all pick up our cards and take 3,000 oolongs?
I think right now that's the right. Like that'll.
Well, your
Actually,
tableau
so-
only goes up to 10.
Wait,
Well, no, it was a 20. It circles.
Oh,
I
okay.
think I'd rather have $2,000 and spend an action, so I can just buy more gas and then fly to a bar.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's our last. This is the last bar. Right here.
All right.
So- Yeah.
So we all want to spend an action soon and take the bar in the belt next.
Yeah. Okay. So we only need to pick up 1 hand and then do 2 bars
Yes.
and not have to worry about money for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna get 9,000 oolongs, and I guess it'll be Jesse getting his hand back.
Yeah.
So I'll go to bar, activate bar, go to the Bebop. I won't be able to do my session just yet there, but
All right. So I pick my hand back up.
unless we want me to pick my hand back up, that way I can. Oh no, you won't be here anyway. All right.
Actually,
probably need a spare person to do the
I'm
session.
still 1 action short to be able to bar and also get to the
Get
belt.
to the belt. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll do it that way.
All right. So how much money we gaining?
We are now at 15,000 oolongs.
All right.
And very low on food and gas.
But we're gonna fix that.
We're gonna fix the gas for sure. So events.
Don't start.
New bounty.
New bounty. Louis Huey and Dewey. Third on 3. Last seen on Venus. Some fuel and some cash.
3,000 oolongs and 2 fuel. Well,
I-
that's
Good
better,
job.
better than Rocco.
I could fly there and just clap their butt cheeks.
We spent belts and shop and
Yeah.
blue.
Blue.
Alright, maybe I can't fly there. and
Yeah,
clap
you
their
can't
butt
because
cheeks.
we don't actually have the beats.
Alright, so anyway, I'm going to
Event.
bounties move.
Woo! Bye,
Matt
bro.
Pro has escaped. Get a new bounty.
Score.
We're actually gonna start.
Chessmaster Hex. Starts
on a
at 4.
He's a choose 4.
The choose 4 get a ton of food and remove the. He doesn't pay us?
He's food.
He doesn't pay.
But he's
He gives us 8 food, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's basically 8.
that might matter. I'm gonna get myself some water here.
All right, so we're gonna spaceport, and we're also gonna charming to get a food.
Okay, so
And then how much gas do we want? I want to say 5.
I'm thinking, I was gonna say 5.
5's a nice round number.
Yeah.
So
We put this guy about 10.
that works too. Then I'm going to place the use token there. And then I think I just get on my. I don't think we need contacts desperately, right? Like, I don't think we're worried about them enough that I need to like worry about.
Yeah,
refreshing
make sure
them
you
ASAP.
use that. Yeah.
So that'll be 2 actions, and yeah, the plan was for me to fly to a bar, right?
We have 4 total. Is this the last bounty here? Yeah. Okay.
Wait, are the bounties exhausted after that?
Yes.
Nice.
So.
Time limit. Okay.
Yes.
For what's worth, your part 2 comes first. So, yeah, I have to fly to a bar and refresh the bars, right?
Yeah.
So, spend a gas, yeah, fly to Mars, take a bar.
Yeah. All right. And the bars refresh. So this and this and this. I think they actually don't give you 5 of any tokens, so you can't possibly forget.
Did you guys starve to death?
No.
No, we're actually we're in better shape. Mad Pro escaped.
Yeah, we're
He's going
actually
to go shoot a cat.
we're in good shape in the short term and in very bad shape in the long term.
Yeah.
Because we only have 1 bounty left. So hopefully we might actually have to like
We do have a lot of money.
expend a little bit of it. Yeah, we could just try to ignore.
We shouldn't be power. We could just start trying to power. Once we refresh the bars, we could just try to power session.
Power all
Bars are
sessions.
refreshed.
Yep,
Bars
that
just
bar's
refreshed?
got
Yeah.
refreshed.
All right.
So my
And
turn.
I'm still in my ship, and I have
Yeah.
5 turns of gas. So,
Bounties move.
oof.
All right, now we see what our last bounty is.
It's the one we sent to the set later.
Oh yeah.
Starts on 4.
Starts on 4. Well, at least he's worth 6. He's worth about as much as this guy. So hopefully we'll
Yeah.
probably need to catch one of these 2.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we can afford
The
to.
thing is, we're already here on the belt.
Oh, is that the event that?
Did we actually do that?
No, you didn't do that. Discard a combat to gain a food.
I couldn't have done that.
You couldn't have done that. Okay, so we're minus 1 food here.
Okay.
Spend 2,000 oolongs or discard 1 hacking. Well, going to the bar anyway.
Nice.
All right.
What a good phrase.
Go to the bar.
So when am I on the contact space? So
Yeah.
that's used. All right. So
And what's your session?
I have to be on the Bebop, and
Okay.
we're gonna have to spend 2 fuel, some piloting, some combat, and 1 gem. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna use the bar, and I'm gonna go get on the Bebop. So that way, maybe we can do my session and then leave
Yeah.
Okay.
between me and Jesse. So if Jesse can end his turn here, if that adds up, and then
That was the plan, I would think.
yeah.
I could actually very easily on my turn there as well.
Oh, just zip over there.
Yeah.
I was gonna actually like shop and get us food. Probably is a good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like-
Well, we have to vent first.
Yeah, with the vet first. Yep.
Oh, these are all used up here.
Don't starve.
That's...
Bounties move. All right. Well.
Jesus.
All right.
Well, we might lose. Spend 1 food or discard a random card to move to the Bebop. Well,
Let's go to 0 food, and I'll just
Yeah, 'cause you're
I'll
on the
spend
shop,
I'll
yeah.
cash it here.
yeah.
All right, so we're gonna food up. How much do we want to spend? That's the question right now.
Well, money is worth what it can buy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth like maybe there's a thing in here that says spend 1,000.
Oh, my second session costs $2.
Okay.
2,000 oolongs.
Or no, that's 2 food. Sorry. Never mind. Doesn't cost any food. Never mind.
None of our sessions cost oolongs, right? Because like we may not. This is literally the only way for us to make money for the rest of the day.
Yep.
You can fly the ship without. Actually, yeah, you both have skills that can fly the ship without gas, right?
Yep. That's true.
Should we just buy 10?
I'm thinking maybe we keep 1, just in case there's a card.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll go to 9 food,
All right.
and there's our clock.
There's our clock.
I also have
All
an
right.
ability that can let me buy that last food from anywhere. So,
All right.
Okay.
Front action,
And
let's
move
say.
me on the bebop.
Yep.
so that's 2 actions.
And I guess I'll net dive.
Can I get it used for this bar?
Yeah. No, you used it and refreshed all the bars.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
All right, what are we're looking at here? So we could find the belt again, or we could try to find contact.
I think he's well.
We need him. We can't. We will. This might be our end game.
He's closer to escaping.
True.
So we should probably care more about him.
Okay. So, discard.
And he has fewer jams too.
Let's go to the bar. Let's see
Yeah.
if we can find
Find a contact.
contact.
Okay.
All right.
Now,
Got him.
is the contact on Mars yellow? No. Okay. So we'll still need another lead somewhere, but
What about contact on Venus is yellow. The contact on Jovi is yellow. Damn.
well, we
we
need
have
to find
Mars.
that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
All right, I'm good. I've done my stuff.
And that,
Spend a food.
okay.
The clock is continued.
Okay, what's in the fridge? I can either decide to eat it when something jumps out of the fridge, spending a combat and investigation, or I can spend a food. When in doubt, throw it out. I'm leaning towards spending my cards.
Yeah.
Actually, I have exactly combat and investigation. That's not bad.
Okay.
Alright, painful events. So my session's on Mars. I could just fart around here for a while. Do you need me to
And
help
just
with
like do
yours?
stuff. How many pilotings does Jesse have?
I have 2.
I have 7,000.
Alright, so
I have
between
4 specifically.
so mine only has 1 jam, so we'll have 4 between us. So we should be okay. I do need 2 fuel. We will need. Do we have enough fuel to do the rest of our sessions?
Mine costs none.
3.
Wait, yours costs 3 fuel?
We're
3
going to
fuel.
need 2 more fuel at some point.
And we have to go to Earth.
Okay, so I should just stop flying my ship.
Because
Is what I'm hearing.
I need 4 fuel for my sessions total, and he needs 3.
Oh god, both yours cost fuel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
So we'll have to figure that out. Yeah, you're gonna get off your ship, and we'll come meet you or something.
Hey, I can grind out fuel
It does mean we absolutely have to get this guy.
I can also grind out fuel by charming people, even if I don't buy anything.
Okay.
That's true.
Anyway, what was the context of this?
I'm deciding what my actions are.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to disembark. And that's 1.
And you are on the bar space, so you just have to walk somewhere.
Contact.
Do you want contact?
I think contact, yeah.
Yeah.
Doop, whoop. Bob.
What does Bob do?
I can draw a lead or discard a combat to draw any combination of 2 leads. Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Alright.
Although, actually, am I going to be... We're hunting Abdul, right?
Yeah.
Should I
Yeah.
be holding my
So-
contacts? Or combats? Probably not. I'll
well,
probably just draw it bar at some point.
Yeah, I mean, you're on the. So disembark 2. So this was your 3rd action. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, if we can get a green or a purple, you'll be able to catch him where you are.
How about I draw a sector and a color? Or should I draw 2 colors?
2 are 2 colors, I think.
Actually, yeah, because
We have the right.
we're soft giving up on the chess
Yeah.
master, right?
Yes.
Okay, so just 2 colors.
Yeah.
Okay, well the second one's irrelevant now, but
So we want blue or yellow.
Leave blue. Let's.
let's take the blue, I think.
All right.
Okay, so it's my turn.
Yep.
Vicious. Spend a fuel.
Ouch.
Discard 2 random cards, if possible.
Wow.
Whew. Hopefully this does not. Oh, my cards are good for this anyway. Oh wait, okay, this might actually be bad. Right. Okay, that's fine though. Alright, that's okay.
Okay.
Didn't you kill everybody?
we're getting close.
So I'm gonna rest and then session and then fly to Bebop.
All right.
Does that sound like a
I
plan?
like it. Let's do it.
Rest.
What do you want from me? You want?
The bar's still available on Mars. Yeah, I'm gonna need the piloting.
Both of them?
Just one.
Okay, good.
And we'll do this way.
So I can rest to get these
And
back.
I need 2 fuel to do that. And the jam, 1 hacking. I can spend that because I'm going to a bar.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. All right. All right.
So we
We're all on
finally
to
completed our first session.
We got
my gosh.
session 1s.
Oh wow.
We are.
You guys don't sound like you're in good shape. And just so you guys are aware, we've actually reached what the maximum limit of the range of the game should take. It should take 75 minutes. You guys have now been playing for
It tends to be like
80
that.
minutes.
Yeah.
Imagine if there were 4 people.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're gonna go down to 1 fuel.
I should be more table talk.
Meet Kevin.
Meeting Kevin. Here we go.
So could you use your skill instead of that?
Yes.
That's almost certainly worth the fuel, right?
I don't have
Oh,
the
okay.
card.
Oh.
Yeah.
Unless we want to use Ein for it.
You're about to. Well, you use Ein for it, and then
Yeah.
you use Ein for it. Get in there, dog.
Pilot our ship.
All right.
He
over
has
to-
human level intelligence.
Sedano dog.
Move on or off. Okay. Yep. All right.
All right. Over to me. Let's see what the events
Wait,
lead
on or
to.
off? Could you kick?
I could have
Ed?
left him on the.
Oh, okay, I see.
All right, Duhan, spend a food. You may immediately enter or exit your Zipcraft location, regardless of where you're at, or discard a piloting to gain 2 fuel. Well, guess
Hello.
what? We will happily take that
We
2
take
fuel.
those.
All right, thanks, buddy. All right, so we are on going. Are we making plays for him?
So Kevin is positioned on the spot where we would hunt him. But I don't know if we can cobble together 2 combat and 2 piloting in our current state.
Yeah, I could. Actually, the combat's gonna be really hard.
Yeah.
Well, Jesse has 1. I could rest and make 2 that way.
Okay, I have
We
1.
don't have any leeway.
All right. So are we?
So we're either doing a bunch of resting to catch this bounty. Where's your session?
My session is at
Earth.
Bebop on Earth.
What's your session?
Mine is Bebop on Mars.
And mine's Contact on Jovi. So we'll have to do Kevin's next.
Actually, yeah, could we set up to do mine? So it's 2 oolongs, 2 piloting,
2
5.
oolongs? 2 oolongs?
You don't have.
Oh, 2 food. Pardon me.
Yeah. I was like, wait
That's a
minute.
2
problem.
piloting, 5 investigation, and then 2 hacking.
I have 3 investigation in my hand.
I have several investigations and some hacking in my hand.
Should we try to do mine? Should I fight this guy and then, or maybe
Yeah, so we either fight him first and then try to get your session, or we
All
do your
right. So
session
how about
first.
let me do this then? I
At
rest.
least do the 1 rest, yeah.
All right. So I rest. Is there
Maybe
any
4
reason
chance
for me
on
to
that.
dive anymore? There really
No.
isn't. There's nothing for me to remote control.
So you could hop on here and well, we don't have money to spend anyway.
Yeah. Kind of out of actions.
Tim's gonna take the bar.
Yeah. You don't have a zip craft.
I just did the contact.
Yeah. How much fuel do we have? Enough fuel for everything? No, we need 1 more fuel. Do you want to just go buy that last fuel?
Sure. Move. Buy the last fuel. All right, round 5. Where we are.
You're out of money.
We're out of money again.
We're still gonna need more fuel for what it's worth. I'll be able to trade a fuel for a fuel at some point.
Wait, we have 5 now, right?
Yeah, but we need to move. Oh wait, we have like ways to move it up.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, my
All
turn.
right.
Event.
Not fuel.
Spend food.
Okay.
Parking ticket. We can either pay the parking ticket for 1,000 oolongs, or
We can.
we can spend a hacking and delete the records.
Okay.
Okay, so Tim has the bar reserved.
Yeah.
Are we gonna?
So
We
we
can
want to.
do rest bounty or rest bounty. I guess is.
I
that's
can
what-
offer.
Well, we want to. So okay, what's our total cost? If we try to do bounty move session for me. So it's 2 combat, 4. So I have 4 flying.
All right.
We need 5 investigation.
There's gonna be 4 jams if we do
We
that.
need 4 jams.
So
What do you
we
got?
have 7 investigation. We have 1 extra flying. We have no extra combats.
No.
We don't even have the combat to do this.
Oh, it costs 2. Yeah. So I have to rest.
Yep.
So you're not doing both in this turn.
Okay, yeah.
It's just a matter of if you want to do a second rest so that we don't auto whiff if there's a combat in jams.
Yeah, I don't think there's much better for me to do than that, so I'll double rest and then let's jam. So, boop.
Do you want a jam or bounty? No, we can't jam. You have
Bounty.
yeah.
Okay.
So there's 2 reds.
So
2
I'll
blues.
cover. I'll play coverage on jams. All right. What we got?
And Tim too.
No,
Drop
oh.
both, right?
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna. So we have investigation and a gun. I'm gonna go to the bar anyway, so I should
Alright.
do the investigation.
All right. Gun for me.
Okay.
Great.
All right.
So we get
2
2
food.
food and some monies.
The monies.
All right.
All right.
Now we're on the clock.
Now we are hard on the clock.
No more money.
And hey, if we hit a lot of consecutive food, that costs what? Purple? Contact Mars?
Yep. We are pretty much trying to either session out here or.
Yeah, we're in a session out or we're gonna lose.
Yep.
All right. My turn. Bounties move. Okay, whatever. Discard 1 investigation to look at the top card of the event deck, return it to the top or the bottom, or spend a food. Okay, well, there we go.
Okay.
I get to scout this, and we get to put it at the top or the bottom. Vicious.
That's not necessarily bad.
It costs 1,000 Wulons, which is basically a food. For the rest of the turn, we can't perform the rest action for next turn. Are you going to need to rest next turn?
I mean, I'm the person who's like, I'm the one feeding for everything else right now. Like, I'm pretty much.
Oh yeah, I was thinking we could get that as a jam. That's not going to cost a jam, but
Like, I think I need everything available
I
because
think I'd rather not spend the money.
Okay, so we'll ship him to the bottom.
Okay.
Technically, that's not the bottom of the deck, but like,
Whatever.
Oh yeah.
wait.
Yeah, Tim.
Oh yeah, we actually might run out of the deck. Okay, so we do need to. So the last card is the Vicious.
Alright.
I didn't realize how much of the deck we'd gone through.
We've been fine.
We've been out here for 75 minutes.
Alright.
Okay, so now my actual actions.
Almost 90 minutes now.
So 1 rest for sure. Do this. Get all these back, and then I might just go back to the Bebop. I'm back.
I'm back.
So if I go back to the Bebop,
What's your second session?
contact on Jovian.
Okay.
It's a Brazilian investigation, and it's basically like my hand. And so the only other place we can do here is to buy food. I'm just gonna go back to the Bebop so that
We're
we're
ready.
ready to skedaddle.
Alright. Over to me.
Yep.
Event time. Woo. Bounty move. We're out of bounties.
Oh no, it was all the bounties in the galaxy have gone disappeared.
Discard an investigation to gain a food, or discard a random card.
I think I'd like a food.
Yeah. Discard an investigation, gain a food. I think is
Yeah.
safe play. All right. All right. So we have no. This is pretty much useless now. My main play is to get us around the world, to get us everywhere without having to do anything. All right.
Yeah, so
So
do you want to go buy food and then go to the Bebop, basically?
buy fuel or.
Well, we can't buy fuel. You can't buy fuel here.
Yeah, I already used the
Okay.
word.
So yeah, go. Yep. So I'll buy.
Or you could just rest and get on the thing, I guess. Like we have a ton of food.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be able to buy food later, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
So rest.
Rest, Bebop.
Rest, Bebop. Let's. What's
And
your
then-
session?
Yeah, there's
I
a point. At this point in the game, Ed starts to feel real bad.
Yeah. I got us through a lot of stuff, and now we're
Yeah.
like we're on. I'm on my hand is help to stay with everybody.
I think
Keep us moving.
I'm gonna rest to.
Well, if I,
Oh yeah, I'm in first.
So this turn, we really want to not Kevin.
Spend a food. The Bebop breaks down.
Oh.
We can either spend a piloting and a hacking, or we can spend $2,000. I have those things.
But
They are both also on my session.
I think we have to spend
we
the
have.
time.
Well, everyone's here. Right, we can make Kevin's session happen with all of our hands, regardless.
All right, I'm inclined to keep the money then.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, if we can't clear the session with 2 full hands, plus whatever Kevin has left.
I think I'm gonna rest to get the double piloting back,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna get on the bebop, and then we're gonna session.
Okay.
Session.
So
Session.
here's our piloting. I need. So I have these, but I need 5 investigation, 2 hacking.
I have double
Right.
hacking.
2 double investigation, double hacking.
Okay, so sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we go
And
to
then
the.
I'll be on the front to take a bar.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then it costs 2 food and 2 jams.
All right.
Okay.
For both.
Hacking and the vicious. So we spend a food for vicious.
All right.
And for the rest of the turn, you cannot fly the bebop or zip craft.
All right. And I'll take the hack. I'll take the
Yeah.
hacking because I can
All
rust
right.
and grab it.
Is that the end of the deck?
No, there's still. I think we miscounted how many viciouses we still had. Clearly.
I think we did not count how many we put in the deck.
Oh really?
I think that's what we did. I think we
Oh,
kind of
did
jumped.
we accidentally
We're playing on highest level right now.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We didn't.
how you did hard mode.
So I thought you had counted out the viciouses
No!
at the end, but I actually just shuffled all the viciouses into the deck.
we were playing on the hardest mode.
Okay, yeah.
And hey, we have
You have a chance.
sorry.
All right.
Upon
So,
receiving a second shipment of Betamax tapes, faces her past, even if she doesn't remember it.
all right. So,
And then she goes to sleep in
who
a pile of dirt or
sessions
something.
next? Now here's the good thing. We can go to Earth and we can bar, and Kevin can bar, and then we can whoever power we try.
Right, we're playing on hard, where we get 9 bounty cards and 8 vicious.
Okay.
Very hard, we only get 7 bounty cards.
Mm.
So we are on hard mode though.
Okay.
Accidentally.
We're accidentally on hard mode. Okay. So
It will be a turn and a half before I can. Right, it'll be 5 players per the turn before my bar can be used for any of your sessions.
yeah.
It's really 2 full cycles.
Alright, so mine is contact on Jovian. What's yours?
Mine's Bebop on Earth.
Alright, so we have bars in both those places.
Yeah, that's good.
So it kind of doesn't matter.
The interesting thing is like
that was Kevin's whole turn though, so
Yeah.
I have to do the event first before
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Spend 1 food.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Out of gas, spend a fuel or discard 1 piloting. Alright, well,
Oh, easy.
I'm probably going to rest these back anyway, so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's your best card.
Yeah.
Alright, so.
I might just triple rest.
That actually might not be a bad idea.
So. Do we have. Can we. Oh no, so you have 1 combat?
I have 1 combat.
We do have. How many cards are left?
Out
in
of
the game?
combat.
You still have a combat? Okay.
Yeah.
So we
I made
should.
an Ed.
So if I move rest session, we should be able to knock mine out.
Okay.
And then you'll have to use an ability to fly the bebop. Probably.
I can. Yes. I have
and
2.
then we'll get to Earth.
Yep. And we're
Okay.
gonna make the moves here. All right, guys.
All right, so
we got a plan.
I'm gonna use Jet's action to move.
Okay.
I do have to spend a piloting for this, but we'll move the bebop to
Jovian. Yep.
Oh, I need to get off.
Womp womp.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, so you won't have a chance to rest?
Yeah. Either that or well. Also, I'll be like here, and not
Yeah.
On the
with you.
ship.
But I could like get on a zip craft at some point. He can zip me over. Do you have investigations?
I have 3.
Shoot. Okay. All right. So we might have to make it another round, I guess.
Okay.
Because...
I mean, or we go to Earth.
Oh, and do yours first. and then
Yeah.
yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we do the move to Earth. We go to Earth for mine. We just get in Earth orbit. Like
Yeah.
that's
because
is
you
that-
don't even need to be on the planet, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just have to be on Earth.
Bebop on Earth. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I think mine's the.
Yeah, he's
I
not
assume
zipping.
that means you have to be in the bebop anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So that's my action to move us. I shouldn't go to the bar. I should just rest twice. Or I'm gonna rest once.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use lean times, because I don't think we'll need my combat for this, will we?
No.
Okay. So we can trade Wulong and get one more food.
Okay. All right.
Back where we started.
All right. Event time. Spend a food. Discard an investigation to draw a lead.
No.
Discard a lead.
Okay.
Draw a replacement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
I like that. All right.
Someone is in an urban center somewhere.
All
I
right.
don't know who.
So
Don't care.
rest.
I've heard some intrigue.
All right.
I put
So
some intrigue on her.
I'm on. So I'm on
Playing a
rest.
different game now.
All right. Now we're on. All right. So we're trying to do mine. So it's 3 fuel.
You're just gonna rest, session rest.
I think so.
Yeah.
What do we need? What were you're gonna need? All right. So
Okay, I'm just gonna move bar, come back.
no. That one. I just want to do this in the right order because I'm gonna need this to come back to my hand.
Yeah.
On the rest. That one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a hacking. Or I got all the hackings paid.
3 fuel. You need 3
Uh,
paladin
paladin.
total.
Yeah, I'd like to hold on.
So you have 1. Does Kevin have 1?
I'm just a red.
I don't have any. I
You
just
have-
have 1.
Okay, so
Alright, so we'll just hope not to get...
we have iron.
So we have iron, we have a red, we have a bunch of reds, a purple, and
I've got a yellow here.
All right, let's
Two
go.
jams.
2 jams. Pilot.
And
Okay.
investigation.
All right,
So-
I get in there.
Yep.
Investigation. All right.
can we put iron in mine?
Yes. You're discarding 9.
Oh yeah. Yep. Ah.
Teamwork, baby.
Teamwork. All right.
You have one more action, Jesse?
Rest.
Can you, yeah, no, that probably makes sense.
Rest to go get
Yeah.
those because I at least get this helps him.
Yeah.
I get the
Yeah.
ones that help him. So. All right.
Kevin's turn. This is
Yep.
the vicious. Spend 1,000 Wulongs. For the rest of your turn, you cannot perform the rest action. Wasn't planning to.
Yeah. Leave bar, return.
Yeah.
Pour, drank. Stand up.
I just
drink.
want to go to this bar in particular. While we're here, this place serves my
All
favorite
right.
drink.
Are you guys about to finish it off?
Where we are.
Maybe.
We are
We're
in the
hunt.
We were in the hunt.
Yeah.
Yes.
We might not have the cards to do it, but
We might have to do a whole nother cycle.
we might need to get through one more round. But we have enough food to do that. So
Yeah. Watch the event now costs the gas somehow.
don't. Vicious. Spend 1,000 Wulongs. For the rest of this turn, I cannot fly the Bebop or any zip craft.
Can your
Oh.
action move the bebop though?
No, it says I cannot fly the Bebop.
Oh man.
Oh no!
So you're now. Oh, and I can rest fly. I can move us.
Okay.
I can get us
so
in the
I just need to
vicinity.
get all the cards and do anything else that's useful. I'm gonna probably lean times and then double rest. So I'll get us
Yeah.
a fuel.
Yeah.
Just
as
in
a
case.
Yes, I think that's the right play.
So I'll lean times.
Actually, yeah, with the fuel, you could even zip craft yourself over to Joe.
Well, we're all on.
Oh, actually, then you'd be all by yourself.
I'm not allowed to
take
use
a
zip
look.
craft either.
Oh, well, this turn.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Rest.
down payment.
All right. Over to me.
Yep.
All right. Event. Spend a fuel if possible. For the rest of your turn, you cannot interact with locations. Okay.
We're on to you, Vicious.
We're
We
on
knew
to
your
Wow.
tricks.
All right. I'm double resting and moving the Bebop to Jovian. I think that's my play. All right, Kevin. Event.
We can't get 3
Yeah.
Vicious in a row, right?
No.
Spend a food.
Okay.
Spend 2,000 Wulongs to gain 3 food or 3 fuel, or gain 1 food and 1 fuel. I kind of want
That
1 of
one,
each.
What's free is for
Oh, we
me.
can't, yeah, that's
Yeah.
1 of each.
One of each. Yeah.
So
3.
4 and 3. Yeah,
Okay.
there you
That's fine.
Yeah, free as me.
go. Yeah, that is actually free. We actually just netted fuel off of that.
Cool.
So even if we had messed up with the Vicious, we would have been randomly saved.
Wow.
So I think I literally, I don't know if there's anything I do that is
So
productive.
mine is
anyway.
like contact on Jovian. You could go to the bar. That doesn't do us any good.
triple rest.
Can't do anything on your zip crafts.
Triple
None of your
rest.
actions do anything.
You're ready to go. You're just
It's
ready to help us.
It's chill.
All right.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Last event. Spend a food. Spend a fuel or discard 1 piloting. We can do this.
Okay. All right.
All right.
But we might need the piloting.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh no, we probably won't actually.
I have 3 piloting in my hand.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll just use the piloting.
Okay. All right.
My session doesn't actually require any, so
Go
just
see
in
your.
case like this.
Let's
fails
go see your
somehow.
contact. How many jams is that? 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, go here. I can do something before I can rest before my session if we want.
January.
All right.
Rest and then session. Or actually, no, I'm not going to rest because if this fails, then I'll just do something. So.
Okay.
Checks out.
So I need 5 investigation. I have 3 at least. I need 3 combat. I have 1 at least.
I have 2
Okay.
combats and an investigation
All right.
for you.
So,
All right. So there's the investigation and the 2 fuel.
what do you need from me?
Nothing.
Nothing. So I'm on
You're on
jams.
duty, yeah.
I'm on jams. All right. Let's
All right,
go.
Jams.
Yeah, we have 3 fully stocked players basically.
Yeah.
Like,
Hacking and piloting.
Woo!
You guys won?
Yes.
We pulled it up.
Fan reveals that he's working for the Syndicate and turns on Jet a final betrayal, and then I kill him.
Excellent. Very good, guys.
Wow. That went real. That like just went. All right. We're doing this.
Alrighty. So we've reached the end of the game.
It took closer to 2 hours, I assume.
About an hour and 45 minutes. So just a
Okay.
little bit over. I mean, it was our
Okay,
first
yeah.
playthrough.
It was the first game. Second one probably 90. I don't think you actually get down to. Well, you can get down to 75 if you like win quicker.
yeah.
Alrighty. So it's time for the scoring. Jesse,
What are we gonna do? This score by score or person by person?
we're gonna go score by score.
That's fair.
All right.
So Jesse, the first criteria is quality and value for the money.
And this is out of
10.
10. I will give this a 9. Actually, there is a lot of there is the quality of this for the target is pretty good. Pieces are in great shape. These cards can take a fairly good unsleeved beating before you're gonna have to want to get a set of sleeves to cover them. But otherwise, this is quality. I will definitely give it a 9.
Tim,
How do you feel about quality and value?
Yeah, I think at a $30 price point, at least on Rochester CCG, I think it's about what I would expect, right? Some cards with decent card quality, some cardboard boards, some cardboard cutouts. The pieces are standees, right? They're not like fancy figurines or anything like that, which would make the game a $60 game instead of a $30 game or something like that.
For no reason.
Yeah. I think this sort of like meets expectations, so I'm gonna give it a 7. Like it's not like super impressive, but it's not bad at all.
Yeah, I had a 7 in mind too. I think it meets expectations. It's solid. I feel fine about it. I don't feel like blown away or like I got to steal.
Yeah.
But it feels good. I think everything's solid and
Yeah. I mean, there are $30 games that just have cards.
yeah.
Yeah.
Certainly.
I'm sure we'll play some of them at some point.
Yeah.
All right, so now it's time to talk about setup and the rules. So how easy was the game to set up and how easy were the rules to follow? This time we'll start with Kevin.
So I had a previous experience with the board game Boogie in Omaha at one point. I played it. They had a card game or they had a board game table. And I saw it on the shelf. And said, "Hey, why don't we play this?" And I tried to pick it up and had a rougher time with it than I did with Tim here to have read the rule book. Definitely, once I got in the flow of it, I think maybe then if I had like watched some gameplay videos beforehand, I could have picked it up a little better. I want to give it a. I think that the big challenge for me was like the flow of the game doesn't make sense until you're actually in it. It's kind of hard to follow. There's a lot of sort of resource bouncing around, and it's all a cooperative game, so you have to be able to form a strategy with your table kind of all up front before you can start playing the game. So I'm going to give it a 6, I think.
Okay. Tim Keefe.
Yeah, I think the setup mostly wasn't bad. It is a little bit unusual for a board game in the sense that there's not like a board. You kind of have these 5 planets that you just sort of figure out how you're going to fit on the table, and this has a lot of like use space around it. So it is a bit like space consuming for what it is, but I think rules wise isn't bad. It's sort of, it feels like a good entry level co-op game, right? You have things that you definitely need to cooperate on. You have some set collection. You have some fundamental shared resources. I kind of like how many shared resources there are between like the leads and the resources themselves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think the leads being shared is nice. It's not something where like people have to collect leads in their hand.
Right.
And you almost have the shared hand. I think like definitely sort of the Zipcraft in particular is hard to wrap your mind around, like exactly what you're supposed to do with that strategically. I think we definitely had a pretty good balance of not like over or underusing it here.
Well, I feel like I was the only one who did it, and I feel like I was a little bit reckless with it, given what the actual fuel requirements we all needed. I didn't realize that you guys needed 7 fuel for your 2.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, I think like learning it wise and the setup and all that, I'd give it an 8. You know, I know it's not like it's a little impressively easy, but it's not like, oh my god, I can't believe how easy that was.
Yeah.
Like I think there are games that are like actually really heavy, but are super easy to realize what you're doing from time to time.
Well, I'm gonna definitely aim at. This is a lot of space. That's the biggest thing I'm gonna go on for consumability. This is a game with not having a finited board to have an estimation. You're literally using space as tight as possible. Like you could really tighten this down, but still like the planets could be like really spread out. Like you need a good amount of space for this game. Like it's a normal table, but you need to have all the room available. Like I'm over here playing on the corner, and I'm getting my space of it.
So this wouldn't be like a have beer and pizza on the table.
No.
While playing type of game.
I'm gonna give it a 7. For that reason. That was I hate that there was piles that were here in spots, but there's no like. Yeah,
the diagram has these down here, and then the planets even
like
further.
This could have easily been like a 3-fold board, and those could have been added to like their discard pile, or like a section of like this, the bounty, and this discard pile could have all been added. And added like a 3-folding to the board, and just kind of stay like it expands across 1 point more, but gets kind of more things that are actually noted on where they go.
Okay. Next, we're going to talk about the experience. Did you have fun? And we're going to let Tim start this time, because I'm predictable.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I think there were definitely points where players felt like there were no useful actions, especially towards the end there.
Yeah.
I think you almost have to like sort of completely commit to bounties or sessions at a given time. I probably would have liked if it was a little bit more easy to balance that somehow. We sort of just had because they both use like piles of resources, and bounties sort of consume all of their whole own thing over here, right? And sort of operate on a different trajectory. It's really hard to do both. Like we eventually managed to like do 2 things on one planet, but for a while we were like only chasing bounties, and then we were kind of doing both, and then we had to only do sessions.
Yeah.
But you know, overall, like I wouldn't like if someone said like let's play Bebop the board game, I wouldn't be like groaning or anything like that. And I think for a co-op game, and we'll talk more about this later, I think like the level of cooperation was pretty good. I'd give it a good 7.
A 7?
Happy to play this game.
All right, Jesse, tell me, did you have fun?
Yes, I did have fun with this game. I felt like I actually was playing my character. Because what am I doing? Not flying the ship. I'm flying the ships, but if I feel like it. I did feel a little useless towards the end when I became, all right, I just have to have a pile of cards in my hand and to help everybody else out. Like once all the bounties were MIA, we're like, okay, I move things. I save fuel. That's all I do and help complete sessions.
I'm actually not sure if I used it. I think I used Charming once. That was all my abilities.
Yeah, I net this.
Like,
I think this was actually the better. I was gonna play this or choose this or Spike, and Ed just with the net dive ability made us move the game. Actually, I think sped up our game.
Yeah, we would have had a really hard time recovering from the sort of really poor luck we had.
Especially the double Joe.
Our first 7 contact rolls were useless.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this. I'm gonna give it a 6. and that's just because maybe it's better with 4 people. Maybe that's the thing. We played a 3-person game on hard mode, and maybe that was a little deep for my feet on the first go. But if it was 4-person running this, we would have been pretty solid. I'll say 6.
Okay. Yeah. Kevin, did you have fun?
I did have fun. I think I liked a lot of the mechanics. I sort of, as we played through the game, I sort of like put together what was going on a little bit, and sort of saw how some of the features interplay with each other. Like I think just the location mechanic is actually really interesting, where you have to visit each planet and each location to be able to refresh certain resources if you're using those a lot. And then you all want to be together to take on the really difficult sessions. So then that's the coordination stuff for that. Yeah, no, I had fun. I think that I like the layer of flavor on it. Like, you know, whenever you recognize a scene from the show that you like that's a great little dopamine hit, right? And so I feel like I'm like between a 7 and an 8. And so I'm just gonna give it an 8 to balance out Jesse. we just want to hit the line right on the spot.
Alrighty, so the next thing we're gonna grade it on, this is gonna be a little different every week depending on what type of game it is the social interaction. It's gonna be different if we're playing a competitive board game rather compared to a cooperative board game.
Yeah.
So Jesse, tell me how you felt. You know, as far as the social part of the game, did you have fun? Were you interacting with your teammates? Did you have a good time with that?
It definitely helped us plan out a lot better. We definitely had the Tim take the wheel a couple of times, but there was also points where it's like we all needed like we're like, hey, let's stop, think.
Yeah, but wait a minute. Yeah, my character can do this. Hold on.
Yeah, we're gonna. So I definitely the cooperative level of this game was pretty good for its simplicity. I played some of the higher end cooperative games where you're hiding evil in plain sight type of situations.
Yeah.
So this is a really good intro cooperative game. The social interaction's great, and it just clicks for that reason. I definitely will give it an 8 for that because learning how to play cooperative board games. This is a great, especially if like you're a fan of Bebop, you're gonna love this.
Yeah, I want to give it an 8 too. Actually, I think I like sort of the. I'm thinking of it. Imagine playing this game solo, where you're piling all 3 people. Like you definitely lose out on something where you're not saying, "Oh yeah, where am I? Which planet am I on? Or are you leaving me behind?" And that's all fun and sort of the. Where's that going?
Looks like you left yourself behind.
Yeah, apparently. And so like what everyone's resources are, and I think it's useful that it's not super complicated, so you don't need to sit there for 5 minutes calculating what you actually have available. It's pretty straightforward. You say, hey guys, check it out. Here's what I've got. Here's how I can help you. Where especially in some of the heavier games that can be very wrought, especially if someone like if it's like hard to communicate what the strategy is going to be to someone, that can be a really big blocker, and that didn't seem to be we didn't run into that at all here, I think.
Yeah.
Tim, what did you think?
I'm going to go ahead and give it a 9. I think it's probably not surprising, given the designers of this game. Lynn Vanner does a lot of co-op games, that they got this part right. The danger with co-op games is always like a couple-fold, right? One, can someone just quarterback?
Yeah,
right?
just drive.
It's sort of the biggest thing. Can someone just do everything? And I think like you kind of could, but you really don't want to, right? It feels like there are some co-op games that are like just there's enough. Not even just hidden information with what's in your hand, but just sort of like keeping track of your character's abilities are like just complex enough that nobody's really going to realistically track what everybody's character can do at any given time. So you want to have multiple people on it, but it's not so overbearing that you can't understand like on a high level what each player can do, and it's a really good balance in that regard.
And actually, now that you mentioned like quarterbacking thing, it occurs to me that having the event card where someone has to pick up a card and then they read it out loud and say, "Oh, here's my first decision for the turn." I think that's a good way to say, "Okay, now it's your action. Like keep going. Now that you've taken your event."
Yeah.
And it's much harder for someone to be like, "Oh yeah, wait, now that you've finished that, now I'm going to move you over here and there." And do that.
It's a good balance between like, people can talk about and coordinate like high level decision making and planning and not like be completely lost on what each player can do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like it feels very valuable to have each player driving their own ship.
Right.
Now, the last category we have on our main score sheet is replayability. One of the important things when you purchase any type of board game, because a lot of times they are a large investment. This one's pretty reasonable at $30 at RochesterCCG.com. Is, are you going to open the box and play it again? Because I have a shelf full of board games where some of them I'm like, I don't know if I want to play that one again, or I don't have 5 hours to play that one again. So the question here is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely would you be to play it again? We'll start with Kevin.
So I have a question first. How big is how many, are there more bounty cards that we didn't play with?
Yes.
And how many more?
A bunch.
Okay, a whole, more than twice. Like, we can play again with no overlap, possibly
There's
one
exactly
or two games.
18 bounty cards.
Okay. So that right there, I would play again and just see the new bounty cards. I think that'd be cool. I know there's more of these. There's a whole other character we didn't play with. Even just different turn order, and are there different sessions as well? I think.
I believe so. Yes.
Everybody
there's
has
different
3.
sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had enough fun. I think there's enough new things to still discover, and there's enough new ways to kind of approach things and play the game that I'd be totally down to play it again. I guess out of 10.
I guess, how excited would you be to pick it up and play it again?
I think that this probably does have a finite shelf life. I couldn't play it like 50 times and still be super overjoyed for that. So I'm gonna give it. I'd say I'd be excited to play it again. So I'd give it an 8.
An 8. Tim Keefe.
I think, like Kevin, I don't think this is endless. I think in particular, like playing as the different characters.
Yeah.
Right. Once you've played this
like 4 plays.
three or 4 times to see the different characters, and by then you've probably seen enough of the game flow and seen the game go in most of the different ways that it can go. So I think it is fine at for a $30 value that it's kind of fine. Like if you play this game 3 times for $30 for the amount of time you've got to enjoy the game is great.
Yeah.
And you can also play with different people, right?
Yeah.
With a co-op game
For
like
sure.
this especially, that can matter a lot.
Turns out my Faye would be very different from Kevin's Faye. Mostly she'd be bad at what she does.
So I think I'm gonna go with a 6 here, and mainly it's just in terms of personal excitement, for what it is, for the complexity level that it is, which is kind of like a medium light.
Yeah.
To have the game probably go an hour and a half each time, it is a little much. So that combined with, it's not like 6 is a bad score, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna rate it super highly when it's. There are things that could be better. So.
Yeah.
Jesse.
So I'm gonna say my number first. It's a 7. The reason why is everybody's kind of actually hit the nail on it. Is there's always a finite number of combinations because there's only 4 playables. The sessions do give a little bit of a different strategy because the different sessions sometimes do have different resource combinations
At the
you're
same
aiming
time,
for.
but
not,
it's not like there's a huge difference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's like, does this cost gas? Does this cost food? Does this cost
It's all Wulong's
cards?
land.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a finite amount of replayability. Is this a game that I can be like a group of people who are fans of it and bring it out and put it on the table? It's like, hey, we can play this game. I could run this game with 4 people and be like, all right, new people get to try it out and have fun. But if I was playing it with a group of people who want to play it again, after you play it a few times, you're gonna get. So I'm gonna give a 7. If you're able to take, I always say with any board game, if you can get it off the shelf with the same group of people 2 times, you're good. If you can get it more than, if you get there's a range. I'm if you sit down with the same group of people 2 times, good. 3 times, it's just how much with it. And then when you're playing with other people, those start whole new sections of that row.
Yeah.
You're seeing 3 times tops with the same group.
Yeah.
I really can see. So a 7's a solid. I'll give it for it.
Well, let's talk about the scores. All 3 of you have rated this game a 37 out of 50. The average score for quality came out to 7.7. Average score for setup and rules was a 7. Average score for experience was a 7.
Yeah.
Social
6, 7, 8, yeah.
was an 8.3.
Mm-hmm.
And replayability was a 7. So it seems like a very solid game.
Yeah.
So normally, this brings up an interesting conundrum. Whoever gives the game the highest score has to do a write-up about it.
It's almost like
See,
we
this is what
mapped
I was
this out.
saying.
I
We
don't.
should just have a holistic number. Say, okay, here's our individual scores, but then overall, how do I feel about it? Rather than just adding them up. But that's you're the producer, boss.
You know what, Kevin? Since you gave me that wonderful feedback, I think that makes you an excellent volunteer to
Sure.
do the write-up for the Cowboy Bebop board game Boogie. Now, there is one bonus scoring criteria I wanted you guys to do before we call it a night. Mm-hmm. And the question is, because this is a licensed game, how well do you feel the game makes you feel like you're experiencing Cowboy Bebop?
I think about as well as you could expect it to,
Yeah,
really, because
very well.
the show, it's very...
Compared to the other two Cowboy Bebop games that have ever come out, one was just cards, and it was very poorly translated and had a lot of issues. And the other one was based on the movie. This is the best one of the three. I'll say that straight immediately. I played all three of them. This one's easily the one I can have fun with this. The other three are kind of like cash grabs.
Yeah.
There's even parts of Bebop that they have a bunch of we're all hungry gags, right?
Yeah.
I never thought about actually being hungry while I watched Cowboy Bebop. The experience of being broke and not having anything to eat, right? And in this game, that's front and center. That's like hitting you in the face, just like it would if you were actually broke and starving.
Yeah,
So
and I mean, I think in for you 4 people, it would probably feel even more so because
Yeah.
you'd probably be more
an
likely.
extra turn.
Well, you'd be more likely to have someone that's just off on their zip craft somewhere. I think it's a very Bebop thing. They're not always we're a team, we're just working together all the time.
they're just screw you, I'm gonna go lone wolf this.
I'm going to the casino. You guys go fun. And there's a little bit of that. Obviously, it's a co-op board game, so they can't make it completely off like that. But Kevin went and killed a bounty by himself. It's I got this. Yeah.
And then just like in the show, everyone kind of gets together for the most important story beats to say, okay, we need the whole crew on deck here.
Yeah.
Very good. So just a friendly reminder to everybody, we have the Cowboy Bebop board game Boogie at RochesterCCG.com. Our price is $30. And then we will put it in a nice box. And remember, if you buy this and maybe a 2-player turbo deck for the Universes game for Cowboy Bebop, that almost gets you to the point where you get free shipping on your entire order. And we like that, right?
Yeah.
And also, if you are a loyal buyer of Rochester CCG, you could have some percentages off this game on top of that.
That's true. The more you spend, the more you save, and that's a lifetime savings.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, everybody, it's time to end for tonight. Guys, thank you for being our heroes and trying out this board game.
Yeah.
We will be back next week for our regular thing, because the Jasco Games does have a Universes Retro Tournament this weekend going on.
Oh, yeah. Tune in on TCG University.
I believe our Kevin Broberg will be
He's commentating.
commentating all day.
I am playing.
Jesse's going to be playing. Tim?
No.
Yeah, that's a no for Tim.
I've thought about retro decks on a high level, but every time I sit down to actually try to work one out, I'm just gonna do something else right now.
Tim, I will ship you a deck. If your Sunday is free, I want you to play this tournament.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I'll think about it. We still have a few days. So.
We do, yeah.
And then come back and join us again in 2 weeks, where we will take on some new board games.
All right.
For our board game
Looking
review.
forward to it.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.